Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle while you're just too scared to act. I'll leave the knife right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
Yo, what's happening, guys? Are you up here, Jonesy?
I'm here.
Hey, baby. I know I sound terrible. So I was gonna say I sound worse than I normally do, so y'all have to deal with it. But hey.
Hey. What's wrong? You feeling bad? You got a cold?
Yeah, my chest hurts really bad. My littles were sick, and so I'm coughing real bad. My ears are hurting. I got a temperature, like I'm sweating, and I'm cold. Well, not anymore today, you know what I mean? But yesterday I was really bad. Night before last, yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, it was terrible. But I know I've heard there's some shit. You miss a day on YouTube, it's like missing a fucking week.
It sure is. You take a day off, you're behind, girl.
I know. I'm like, I hadn't had like 4 videos, and I couldn't even like. I had a really bad headache. I couldn't keep up, so I just said fuck. I just said fuck it, and I quit trying.
I mean, sometimes that's what you need to do. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. You got to take time for yourself and worry about your health.
Yeah, and I was, and we had to do that little parade or whatever. So it was like 22 degrees, and so we were outside for 3 hours in super cold weather doing a parade, and so that didn't help.
No.
You know how that shit goes. But shit, there's a whole lot going on. I heard Dolly went to jail.
Yeah, girl.
What the fuck happened? Because so I seen Cinema Shogun, and he said that it was over the stuff with Quentin, but I didn't think he had court for Quentin yet, did he?
No, he didn't. It was what was it? Failure to appear. It was something to do with Missa.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, because so he must have just got confused then, maybe. Deets, I did email you back. Did you get it, honey? But he got out real fast for a failure to appear, so he must not have had a bond. They must have just like
I think he said they just kind of put him in and put him right back out. It was because it was a mistake, but I don't know. I'm doing a clip video right now because Missa's story kind of matches his, but she's got a lot more details.
Yeah, see, she's never been over here. I don't know why. I don't know if she's just like not comfortable coming over here. I don't know, but I've never talked to her, so I don't really know what the situation is with them other than Dolly fucked around with Betty back in when they went to the Michael Vaughn thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's when I very first heard of her. I didn't even know her before then.
I didn't either. And I just seen her lives. I think she works a lot. I think that's why she doesn't join panels.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She's probably busy, but I just haven't really talked to her much. But I don't get around to listen very often. So I catch up with you girls,
Yeah.
Hold on. Raylan said Cinema Shogun came out with a statement and said he was wrong. He tried to fix it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, normally they do. You know what I mean? When you come out, you make a retraction or whatever. If you got he could have just been confused. Who really knows? You know.
Well, Dolly made it seem like no big deal, but Missa, her details are a little more. If you haven't seen it, y'all go watch it. It's on It's a Mood. She gives a little more detail into the situation.
Yeah, see, and I don't have a lot of time to go over there and watch all that. You know what I mean? So if anybody else if you get a chance or you listen to all of it, give me a quick little short rundown of it. Pretty, what happened. I thought it was because of Savage. Honestly, I thought she'd fill like press charges or whatever, or filled that shit out for him trying to threaten her grandkids and all that shit while she was out of town.
Yeah. No, I know it had to do with Missa, and it's just so much, and that's why I said I'm making a clip video.
Yeah,
that way it makes it easier.
Okay, cool. So when you're done with your clip video, we need to watch that because that'll give us a better rundown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that'll be able to, you do good clip videos too. You know what I mean? So they're really detailed.
It makes it easier. It makes it easier to watch because it was a 2-hour live, and you can squeeze that into a 10-minute video because you get the main thing.
I try to clip the important parts out of it because people don't have time to sit and watch a 3 and a 4 hour live. They really don't. Right. So I try to clip the important parts out of it, but sometimes I have a hell of a time.
Yeah, it's difficult. That's what I'm saying. Like last night, I definitely already clipped Dolly's. His was like a 5-minute rant about it, but I went and watched Mrs. right before I went to bed last night, and I was like, okay, I got to come back and clip this because it was just so much information. So that's what I'm gonna do today.
See, and she seems to be like she tells the truth. She tells it all.
He tells
a little bit, he'll tell a piece or two. She'll tell it all.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She was even talking about how he had his girlfriend there with him, and he didn't even mention anything about having anybody with him. She said he had his girlfriend.
He's got a girlfriend. Bullhorn's gonna be mad.
Yeah, she said he had a girlfriend there with him, and that the girlfriend looked like a crackhead and had like meth face and shit. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, hell no. You ain't supposed to be going down now. Come on, man.
Oh, it's just gonna get messier.
Oh, jeez, man. What do we got here? Chaotic artist. Dropped in, I can't stay. Will you be on for a while? Love this room. Once I have a new mic, I'd love to be on. Yeah, girl, you're welcome anytime. We'll be on here for a little while.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll be on here for a little bit. I mean, I feel a lot better. I took some of this fucking here. I got Aleve dual action with acetaminophen for my temperature. So, because I had this like the chills, and then I was sweating. I had the chills. So I got that because it helped with like the body aches and stuff and the headache.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. I was not fucking ready. Normally I don't get sick very often. You know what I mean? So it doesn't. But when I do, that shit'll hit me hard as hell.
I know you ain't got the Rona, do you?
That's what I was wondering. Shit, I don't know. Shit, the way I'm feeling. Hey, Deets, did you get my email, honey? Did it go through? I sent you a link too, so I sent you 2 of them. Hold on, I'm gonna swap.
I'll go read the chat while you do that. Hey, Grain.
So, in other news, did you get to see Athena's memorial? They did a couple of her. They put a couple of them up. They put one up where she was found, and they put another one up at the church.
Oh no, I didn't see that. I did see how they put the picture together with everybody wearing pink. That was so precious.
Oh, wasn't it? I love that. Here,
but I haven't seen the memorials.
Here, I'll put them. I got they're on my community tab, but I'll put them up real quick. Here's one from the church.
Oh, that's precious.
So they did that. And then that girl made a painting, A Stairway to Heaven. That's hers.
Wow.
Isn't that really pretty?
It is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that girl, she's very talented. Like she really is.
Did she paint that?
Yes, girl, she painted it herself. Like she
wow.
Drew it out and then painted it. I'm like, go ahead, girl, shit.
I know.
She is talented though. She'd be doing a lot of those. She made one for me actually, and I'm gonna put it with my parents. You know, they're both passed away, so I'm gonna put it with their stuff, whatever, when she sends it.
Oh, that'd be good. I think the support that this family is getting is wonderful.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. They said that the whole community has, came out and stood behind them, and you know what I mean? They've been really, really, really good to them, really helpful. They're trying to help with like financials because with attorneys and traveling. She lives in Oklahoma, so they'll be going back and forth. The trial can last, it can go on for a year or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they're gonna set something up.
Yeah, they actually well, I haven't really checked too much today because I ain't been feeling so hot. So I tried to keep up, but I'm a little bit behind still, but
well, as soon as they do, we can share it out.
Yes, they well, I think there's a link. I'll have to go look for it real fast, and I'm gonna see if I can find this other memorial that they put up real quick, and I'll show a picture of it. That girl's husband was driving down as he passed by because they're local to it. So,
oh, could you imagine? I couldn't.
No, dude, it would fuck me up. I'm not even lying. And then somebody said, "Oh, well, he's in protective custody at the prison." I said, "If you think the fucking inmates can't get to him,
oh shit, no,
you don't know what's going on behind them prison fucking behind them bars, do you? Then, because if they want his ass, they're gonna get his ass." Yeah, it's she's so beautiful.
sorry, I was choking.
Fucking freak. That I don't even like looking at his fucking pictures.
I don't either. I haven't since the first night. I haven't went back and looked.
Well, and I don't want to be shitty, but I know Baby Gap did a fucking interview or whatever with his friend. Nobody gives a fuck about him or his fucking friend or anything else. I don't.
No, but I've seen somewhere. I think it was Constance Sue and Chronicles of the Shady.
Yeah. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
They think that Tanner's friend sounds like Jimmy talking about Dolly, and I'm like, that's pushing it, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think it was on Mrs. Live. They were commenting that when I was watching it, and because I was watching the replay, so I couldn't comment back. But I think that's what they were saying. That they sound the same, or I don't know. I was like, that's a reach, man.
Yeah, that's what, I wonder if they meant like talking the same, like their verbiage.
Maybe. I hope so, because I mean, you don't want to let your hatred for Dolly expand to those lengths. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are in Texas. I don't think Dolly has anything to do with them. You don't want to let your hatred overcome that and basically lead your brain to think random shit. Someone Dolly hooked up with called into Dolly's the other day, and he pretended he didn't know her. I bet he did. Baby Gap had that white boy on his panel. You talking about Nanny? Are you talking about the one that came on here arguing with Cap?
So this is the one out where she was found.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, and they actually she was I don't even really want to say all this because it's a lot, but she was actually not even found right here. She was found down the way by the water, you know, like I don't know if she was put in the water or.
So it's not like he just pulled over and threw her out. He actually pulled over and got out with her and took her somewhere?
Well, that's kind of right here is where she was. Okay, so right here is where she was found. You see, like the water and stuff like that. Like, there's that girl can explain it a little better if she'd bring her ass up here.
That girl.
I was gonna say she can. But anyhow, while we're waiting on her, check this out. These little dogs
my God.
Pink, yeah, for the pink out, you know, because it was like here's pink for Athena, you know, the pink out, and then there's the little dogs that they did. They all heard this lady's dogs all put on pink. And here's a picture of the cars and the bikes and the
wow,
bikers for Athena, biker babe. Here they all are. You know, my uncle's a biker, my grandpa, like they all like. I was like, that's what's up, because you know what? There's a lot of people don't like bikers or they're scared of them or whatever.
I love bikers. They're the most genuine fucking
people, man. Hell yeah,
they are. They are. That girl's in the back corner. She said she's been here.
Yeah, look at you. I ain't even on the damn screen. Here we go. Look at you, babe.
Talking all that shit. I wish that girl get her ass over. I was like, bitch, I'm back here waiting.
I was like,
hey, baby.
Hey, what's up? So, my understanding is she was on the bank there.
Yeah. Okay. Let me put that back up then, because I wasn't sure.
Towards the see how that part of the extension of the bridge comes out there at the bank, that black railing looking shit
on the right.
That's part of the bridge, and my understanding is that's where she had surfaced, is right there. It is very possible he just threw her off. I don't.
Oh my God.
They're keeping things pretty hush hush. But I mean, obviously, there's lots of rumors around town. It's a very small town.
Wow, that's
so.
Yeah, because he would have. I mean, it would have been. He would have been risking it to get out.
Rumors from around town and other places are saying there was cameras in the truck. So I don't know if we'll get a trial on this one if it's really that blatant. I think it'll be pretty easy for them to get some kind of justice for her. I'm just not sure what that's going to look like yet.
Well, yeah, but I mean, and the bad thing is he, even though he confessed, his lawyer can still go in and say not guilty, and they can still, you know.
Oh, that he was coerced or a million other things. Yeah.
Stupid shit. But hopefully, let's just hope and pray he don't even make it to that trial.
Yeah.
And I mean, no, I don't like to say
cameras in the truck.
You know,
yes,
when you
ma'am.
Kids, that's. And you heard, you know, babies
in the truck, outside the truck, and they have confiscated a bunch of home cameras because apparently the motherfucker
I got a picture.
Just listen, the motherfucker went and started delivering packages again after this. One of the women.
I have the picture. I'm gonna put
one of the women won't take it off her porch.
There's a picture of him. After he got done delivering packages, there's a fucking picture of his face looking in somebody's ring.
I know. So one of the women that works with the company that works for my husband's boss, they came and took all her cameras, and she's had a package he delivered on her porch since that day, and she won't touch it.
No, she needs to get. I mean, she needs to throw that shit in the fire.
What if it's something important? It's awful. She should have somebody come open it for her, I think. But maybe she knows.
Go open it.
Bitch, no.
Knows what it is, you know.
People are passing COVID and flu like crazy. If it weren't for my most gracious, loving husband, we would not have the videos and pictures we do. He drove an hour out of his way to deliver some things to the funeral home for me today. He's just a really good man.
Oh my gosh. I can't. I seen the picture of, I thought it was a picture right before, but it must have been right after.
Him and the Ring doorbell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was after. Queen, are you going to put it up still, baby? You looking for it, I guess? But yeah, I think it was right after. Because he just went back to work and kept delivering packages.
Look, that's the devil. Look the way he's looking.
Yeah, and that was right after he did that to her and just went on back to work like it was nothing.
Yep.
Disgusting.
And apparently after that is when he delivered, like I said, one of their coworkers' packages, and she won't even go outside and get it, and I don't blame her. Get inside, Elton. You're being stupid.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you would think the police would be like getting all the packages that were delivered afterwards, right? Like,
no, they don't need those. They just need any camera footage that goes along with it. He didn't do anything with or to those packages.
Now I heard that somebody, and again, this is heard, that he was seen on the Ring camera pulled over where he threw her out at. Is that true?
I don't see where a Ring camera could have caught him on that stretch of road there.
Okay.
I mean, I could see a deer blind, like a game camera catching him out there before a doorbell.
Okay.
But no, see, that's what I did. When there was a group or whatever, and I posted that in there. I said, if anybody has it, because we have deer blinds out with cameras all over. You know what I mean? So I posted, I said, if anybody has any deer blinds set up or cameras set up, you might want to check those and turn them into the police department if there's anything on them.
Well, my understanding is that they are so aggressively, they picked a radius and they are confiscating video from everybody in that radius they're approaching. They're not waiting for people to turn it in. They're literally like, they've honed in on their area and are just canvassing it, is probably the best way to put it. They don't, dude, he really chose the wrong.
It's hard to tell with deer cams because they can be anywhere up in the trees. They can be, you know what I'm saying? They can be.
But like they said, there's cameras inside and outside of the vehicle.
Yeah,
I ain't believing that shit.
Digital evidence. What do you mean you ain't believing it? It's true.
No, I'm saying I ain't believing it. I'm so shocked.
Oh, that he would do that. Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean, girl? It's
no, girl. I'm very shook.
No, you can ask Queen. I'm very literal, so sometimes I get confused. My social cues aren't always on point. I'm like, no, bitch, it's true.
I believe you. I just can't believe somebody would have the audacity.
No, I agree. Forgive my nervous laughter because there's nothing funny about this, but I won't lie. I don't really get emotionally invested. I'm really good at the separation of church and state because of my old job.
Yeah, but with it being right there, I've noticed that you're more invested in this than I am. So,
girl, I just feel bad for her. I don't think it's just because I'm right here, because before we ever even, when it was just like she first went missing, something just tugged at me, and I don't know. Then once they found her, I've cried a couple of times. It's just sad. It's awful. And the more we find out, and that monster was the last thing she had contact with. Fuck him. I hate him.
My screen.
Thank you. I hate him, and you know me. I try not to hate anybody.
Picture too of him and that girl. Remember, I was telling you they put Athena's picture on every single post. This is one of them. Put her picture on.
I'm normally not big on internet harassment campaigns, but I kind of like what they're doing.
I just can't imagine being a little girl. Well, I can imagine. Okay, hear me out. I can't imagine because I was a little girl that used to pretend run away all the time. And I would go on the side of the house and sit on the AC unit or something. But I can't fathom the thought of me walking down my driveway and, trying to prove a point. Oh, I'll show them I'm going to run away. And then just getting snatched. That is so mind-boggling to me. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in. Is that this baby was just going through a little emotional spout. And
she may not even been pretending to run away. She may have just gone out in her own damn front yard. They've got a big old lot there.
Do they?
Yeah.
That house that's down at the front or whatever, it's like they live in the house back behind it. Remember when you said you had heard that they lived in that shed or whatever?
It's actually a mobile unit.
It's like actually back behind. There's like, it almost looks to be like there's like the property or whatever was like there's a house and then there's a house back behind that one. So you know what I'm saying? It's like she could have just walked to the end of the driveway. It's a long way, you know what I mean?
Does anybody know if he delivered the package to the front door, or like somebody said he delivered the package there that day, right?
He did, is what I'm understanding. Yeah, that's how he happened upon her, was delivering.
So he delivered the package and took her on the way out?
I'm guessing so.
I wasn't there, baby. That's all conjecture, you know.
No, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I just don't want to give the appearance that I know more than I do.
I can't see him taking her and then pulling up to her house and expecting her to stay in the car while he delivers the package.
Yeah, I would assume he delivered the package and snatched her up on his way out. That would be the most logical. I mean, if there's logic to doing that.
Right, because otherwise he would have to deliver the package, leave, and then come back later and get her. That wouldn't make sense.
You never, you know,
but you don't know.
I don't know. I just... Queen Bella, she had family. There's family there. Yes, she has family that lives close. A lot of the times they will leave them at the end of the drive, Allie. That's what I was going to say is when we were out in the country, like we had 3 acres and there was a gate. It was a gated property and they would always leave it at the gate and we would have to go up and get it. Very rarely would they come on the property because we had big dogs. So even if the gate was open, sometimes we could see them like on video chunking the packages to the gate because they were fucking scared of Boo. Yeah, Brutus is a big old pit bull. You know, he's a bully, a gaudy bully pit mix, and they were just scared of him. So they would literally toss it.
They do the same thing here. I don't have a gated driveway, but what they'll do is they'll pull up in the driveway, and my dogs are big, but they're sweet. And that's what they'll do. They'll chunk the package. They'll chunk it out and it'll be at the end of my walkway where we park in the driveway.
Dawn K, I don't remember an official statement on that, but that doesn't mean there wasn't one because so much has happened in so many cases. But I would think that she had to have been very close to the house there. Jen, thank you for the super chat. She says she hopes you're feeling better, Queen. And we got a new member, Billie Jean.
Welcome, Billie Jean.
Hive.
Yeah, welcome to the Hive, guys. Thank
you.
He
had a detention hearing on Monday, which would have been yesterday, Grandma Sherry.
Somebody said, is there a what was that? Confession. Is the confession public?
Absolutely not. They've sealed all the
I was gonna say they've sealed it from what we've been, from what I've been told.
And I'm hoping they'll do the same with her autopsy.
Yeah.
Me too.
It really seems to me like the
Wise County trial, though, it'll be open, won't it?
Well, the trial may be public, but that doesn't mean all the documents will be. Because remember, there's things that make it into discoveries and stuff that aren't permitted in trial.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see. But they've sealed everything.
Hopefully you don't waste any of the court's time or the judge's time or the family's time, See,
I feel 2 ways about that because if he pleads out, he may not get the death penalty. If he goes to trial, that motherfucker's going to cry.
That would be the only thing that they would be able to do with him is take the death penalty off the table and do life or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they're not just going to put his death
penalty. Yeah, but I would almost rather him fucking live and get taken up the butt in prison fucking for the next 40 years than to fucking die easy. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
I don't know. I hear you, but
every fucking day.
They protect them so much now, though. It won't go down like that with how they protect them.
Okay, you think what you want to think.
I know how many people said they were going to have Watts killed, and he's still sitting in his cell hot and tight now, ain't he?
They know.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that do a lot of disgusting things that live a lot longer in prison now than they used to. That's all I'm saying.
He's living it up in there. But
it's not about leverage, Remy. It's just how it works here. If you give, I've seen it, and I've seen it in deaths that were more horrific than Athena, believe it or not, that I have the discovery on. And there was nothing worse than that. It was one of the worst child abuse cases in the history of North Texas. And she died suspended hogtied in a fucking coat closet. Nobody's going to death there, including her mother, who traded her for H.
What case is that?
Fucking the one that I covered not too long ago, Leliana. Remember the one I did all the videos on and stuff? It was her.
No, I just
and the mom.
Black girl that we like, that really pretty black girl you did. What was her name?
Felicia Johnson. Yeah, I'm working on part 2 now. They still have not found her killer, and nobody gives a fuck.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of like the Shanquilla case. No one cares. It's like nobody's covering any of it. We need to get into that because like nobody's fucking covering it.
So let me finish my sentence because I already see one comment that says that makes zero sense to me. So how it works is the mother, the guy who, Charles, who killed Leliana, was so disgusting that even though she took part in the child's beating, and I mean beating, she literally died a death of 1,000 cuts. They whipped her so many times with a cane and other things, she bled to death internally, amongst other things.
And what is that here? I was gonna say, I'm gonna go pull this real quick. Leliana, what?
Leliana Wright. She's the one who I contacted the father and got permission to tell her story because it's so horrific that I didn't want to peel the scab off for the family. WRIGHT.
Okay,
so
baby.
What she did is she agreed to testify against Charles.
Oh, she's beautiful. This is her.
She cute. She had black eyes and everything. So she got 20 years and he got, I think, life. But I don't think he ended up getting the death penalty. I'll have to look again.
Well, that's like that Gabriel Fernandez, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
her abuse was worse. Yeah, her abuse was actually worse. Believe it or not.
Oh my God! See, some people just don't deserve to have fucking kids. They just
shortly before she died, they basically waterboarded her with a glass of milk. She couldn't stop throwing up due to the trauma sustained to her beating. No. And it just, you have no idea. That child, there's so many pictures of her with black eyes. The father's family, she gave birth to Leliana in prison. And Leliana went to the father's biological family where she, for all intents and purposes, had a perfect 2 first years of life. And then because Texas is a mother's rights state, even though this bitch got all her other kids taken away in Illinois and had gone to jail for beating them, they took the baby out of the fucking father's family's custody, handed it straight to this bitch who proceeded to prostitute her daughter for drugs, amongst other things. And she didn't get the death penalty, Remy, so make that make sense. It doesn't make sense, but that's how.
Well, no, but sometimes when they play a look at her, oh, look, her black eye.
You have no idea. I've looked at this one.
I did.
Hold on.
I did a series. I know.
Oh my God, girl,
you have no idea how disgusting. I've got pictures of the closet she died in, hog-tied with wires and shit. And if those people didn't get the death penalty, there is a possibility he won't too. And I know that doesn't make sense, you guys, but so what they did is they will give you an opportunity to do a full-fledged confession with all the details, all the everything. And as long as they don't catch you in a lie, they'll give you a deal. But if you get caught in a lie, deal's off the table.
God, man, that baby just hurt my heart looking at her black eyes. And
I did a 2-part series where I broke down everything on her, including I think it's called CPS failed Leliana Wright. She was an active open investigation. CPS failed her.
Or link it in the chat if you can, so that way people can go watch it.
Yeah, let me walk over to the laptop. I'll walk over to the laptop. Hang on.
Or I can. I'll try to, baby. Hold on. It's okay.
I can do it too.
Yeah,
but it's
get for them. So if anybody wants to listen to it or watch it, they can.
And it's got all the court documents. It's got an exclusive interview with the killer. It's got court footage. It's got the breakdown of the arrest documents. The father actually, I did not link him to it because when I put it out, it was close to an important date and I didn't want to ruin his day. He found it on his own in less than a week and wrote me and thanked me and wants to meet me. And I don't feel comfortable with that because, you know, I'm a married woman, but, and he's not, but very kind man. He still loves his daughter.
Joanne said that girl covers cases that nobody cares about. That's who she is. You really do. You cover a lot of cases that they don't bat an eye at. They don't even look twice.
There was so much to learn though with Leliana. Had the family known a little bit different the laws and how to approach the cases, they maybe would have been able to save her, and they know that. So I wanted to help spread that message. She got failed by it's going to make me cry. That little girl got failed by the court. She got failed by CPS. She got failed by the maternal grandmother. That woman had already abused, lost, and been jailed for physical abuse of children in Illinois. I've been screaming about this fucking nationwide CPS database longer than anybody else around here, because if it weren't for that.
Well, the CPS, I feel like they fail a lot more kids than they help, you know, or they end up taking kids from women who
it does end up political sometimes.
From the shit moms that they need to, you know. It's
well,
just...
in Leliana's case, it was a lot. I'm not going to say that. Okay, in Leliana's case, she was taken and given to the maternal grandmother, who then let her mother move in.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, things happen. And the caseworkers would see Leliana with bruises time and time again, and we're talking serious.
Which I was going to say, I know kids get bruises, but I mean, you know,
no,
damn
not
well,
like Leliana.
That's not a normal fucking kid bruise. Yeah, no.
No, in one of the pictures, you can see perfectly where somebody grabbed her jaw and squeezed so hard they left fingerprints on her face. There's no mistaking what that is. Broken, busted lips, blackest of black eyes. On a 3-year-old, fuck you. Anybody who says that's from her playing, not you, obviously, Queen, but CPS and shit, fuck them.
Yeah, no, those aren't regular kids.
Like, literally, that's the name of my video. CPS failed Leliana Wright, because they did. There has been reform in our system since then, but I did do a little bit of a short dive at the end to show you guys that it's not any better, and how many children have died since.
You know how they do like Leliana's law, like, you know, case law.
Yes, yeah.
Where's B Tim at? Where's our B Tim?
I know, right? But I can't. In the case of Athena, what bothers me is that we had a 16-year-old screaming RAPE. Had he been prosecuted and punished for that, he would not have been out to get.
Well, see, that's the bad part, is did she tell the police, or did she just...
I don't think anybody believed her, which may have kept her from going to the police.
Well, it doesn't really matter, though. I mean, did she, you know, you can't sit here and scream it on Facebook and not turn it into the police and expect him to have something happen, you know? And I understand.
I don't know if she did or not. I don't know if she did or not, but she's been very, very, very public about it. So I don't know. But, and okay, for perfect example, Felicia Johnson's case, a different prostitute had called on him for basically trying to hurt her. I can't remember if he RAP'd her or not. I don't know. But he got arrested, and the prostitute got scared and dropped it. So he was let free to go kill Felicia. So there was no charges because she got scared. So even if the law was involved previously, that doesn't mean there's charges or a record, you know? And that was also Texas, so it's not going to be too far off.
Man.
Okay, Don K said, as far as she's heard, she did not tell E. So all it is rumors. We don't know. This seems like a whole waste of resources compared to... Hey, Seasons, what's up, baby?
I am, Jersey. I'm getting better, though.
Queen Bee, bitch, I thought you was sick.
I am. Yeah, I was going to say. You called me earlier, and I was coughing and hacking and everything else. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah. She sounds a little bit better than yesterday. Yesterday, you sounded like death.
Yeah.
So, you sound a little bit better than yesterday. But
yesterday, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, yesterday you were sounding really awful, man. So anybody, I know that myself and Voices and a couple of other people were talking about sending stuff to the church. I did get to confirm today that he is the clergy that will be officiating for the funeral. So it was definitely a good choice for early gifting. He seems like the kindest old man. Damn, that's unfortunate to hear. I thought Texas punished these SOBs to the fullest. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And sometimes the people we do, it doesn't even make sense. But sometimes it depends. If they can get full, it depends on the family. If the family wants to cut a deal to get a full confession, 9 times out of 10, they're going to side with the family, just like they did in the Watts case, you know. They're there to get justice for the family. So. Just facts, there was over 50 calls into CPS about Leliana Wright before she was murdered. 50. Over 50. And it was from neighbors. It was from teachers. It was from friends' parents. It was from
Damn.
everybody. Yes, bitch. They failed her. You know me, I'm not really dramatic. So
holy shit.
I'm not really dramatic and I'm not really quick to blame other humans. But when I say CPS failed her, I fucking mean it. So, yes, you guys, if you haven't already, please take a moment to hit the like button for the stream. Help get the word out that the hive is hopping. Yeah,
no, just facts. Me too. I can't.
Me too. Yeah, anytime I talk about Leliana, I end up mad.
Or any kid, shit, for that matter. I mean,
especially Leliana, I end up mad because I know the details of that case, like every hair on my head, and I'm telling you, it's fucked. It's just that, oh my God. That one.
So we'll move on to something different. So, Mike, let's go on to Michael Vaughn. Look at
B. Tim says he's here, but you didn't pin the link, baby.
Oh shoot. Okay, I'm sorry, babe. Look, okay, so Michael Vaughn, I love this picture of him.
I do too.
I love his blue eyes. They're just so bitch. He's got such big blue eyes.
I like his little nose.
I'm like, oh, okay. So updates in his what's going on with him. Stacy is still in jail. Sarah has now been moved to the she's been declared mentally what is that? What is that called?
Incompetent.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can read the report if you guys want me to, or otherwise you kind of,
She's basically not fit to stand trial is what they're saying, correct?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know about I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what they're doing.
Well, a lot of the times what they'll do is they'll take them and they'll medicate them until they are competent enough, and then things will proceed.
And Mallory still is being an asshole. She still did not untag his name. Tragedy Pimp.
She's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, his name is still tagged on the. And I mean, Brandy simply asked him or her to stop, but she wanted his name off of. Here, I'm trying to pin the link.
Well, Brandy asked a long time ago that if you're going to use her child's name, that you show his picture.
Well, yeah, all she wanted was his pictures and his posters and stuff like that shown. She's like,
not asking too much.
No, it's really not. And I mean, if you're going to hashtag his name, well, and another thing that was upsetting too is she talked about Dick the entire time. Why? Like, I guess like 20 minutes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, girl, I'm not. And I didn't go back and listen to it all myself.
Oh my God.
I know that was one of the things that was extremely upsetting is, hey, B. Tim. I know that was some of the stuff that she was really upset about because they were talking about, that and some other stuff.
What do you mean? When you say, there's echo, but when you say Dick, are you talking about like a name of a person or the penis?
No, like penis.
Yeah. Stuff that shouldn't be. I mean, you don't put his picture up and tag his name and hashtag it and then talk about some man's
appendage.
75% of it here. That Jersey style said, Dick, 75% of the video was about that with his name hashtag to it.
Now this is ringing familiar. This is like that time Truthy and them tagged Truthy and Gluer tagged Sophie and then talked about tits and stuff all night.
I was going to tell you,
internet lost it.
He doubled down the other night. He doubled down on his bullshit the other night. I said, don't make me pull these fucking videos. Don't fucking make me do it.
Oh, he's just rewritten history in his own mind, and it just makes me that much happier I got the fuck away.
Oh, yeah. He does too. And he's got so many fucking people like believing his bullshit. It blows
because they're new.
How many fucking people buy his bullshit?
It's because they're new, honey. They'll see eventually.
Yeah, but you know what? Some of them are not.
That's true.
I feel like when he wiggled his way in with Burnt Toast, he got a whole different audience. You know what I mean? Like of people that don't know how he is.
Yep.
What you guys you're talking about the baby gap?
Yeah, the gluer.
Yeah, That's why he hates me so much because I'll be telling I put it. Nope. Put it down. Put it out there. He hates that shit.
Well, since I started basically telling on him every time he publicly attacks me, he's left me alone. It's amazing how when you put somebody on blast for basically stalking you about to talk shit after a year, how they stop.
What did he particularly do this time? I'm just wondering.
We're just speaking generally. He's trying to rewrite history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say he with another. Okay, so he wants to stand up. He's all of a sudden, this big child advocate about, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even say child advocate, but he's all about, these kids and these abuse cases. And you know what I'm saying? He jumped in the Summerwell stuff on Betty, you know what I'm saying? But he sure the hell didn't have, he didn't act that way in a case where he could have, where it mattered. You know what I'm saying? And the Sophie Long case, it was fucking horrible. And he pretty much helped her dad to further the abuse.
And in the long run, that is what it ended up being.
Yeah, I'll never respect that, ever.
In the long run. Well, it would be different if he'd be like, oh, fuck, look what I did. And it ended up with the child being kidnapped.
But when he doubled down the other night, I'm like, you've never fucking changed. You didn't change.
Care.
Did you get played? When that lady said, did you get played or did you play along? You got fucking played and you played along I'm guessing for money. I don't know.
Yeah, I've got that clip in full.
I mean, I was watching him. The one thing I disagreed with it was like he basically doesn't believe any of the allegations that the women have against Dolly. He says no one's showing the proof about the allegations, and I'm like, well, I don't think 31 women are gonna make up false stories about someone. I don't got 31
I do have a question about that though. Is there really 31 women, or is that just somebody throwing a fucking number out there?
I think that's an exaggeratory number.
I heard that number came from basically It's a Mood. She talked about Dolly had a relationship with 31 women or something like that. That's basically where that number came from.
Regardless, it's just there are some liars who have came into the community and said things like that, but I think it just goes to show with Athena's case and so many others, people with clean records can still be sexual predators.
Yeah.
So it's better safe than sorry. Obviously, we have the justice system that I highly respect for a reason, but there are certain things that we should protect each other from. So that's just how I feel about that, Time always tells eventually, but sometimes it's too late once it does.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that he just delivered a package and then kidnaps a little girl after delivering a package.
Kidnaps her, kills her, and then goes back.
Yeah. Did you see that picture that I put up of him just going back to work like it was nothing?
Yep, just right back to delivering packages.
Sick fucker.
Yeah,
to do that and hurt that baby girl like that, do what he did, and then go back to like a normal day like nothing happened. What the fuck?
Well, that is just kind of lends credence to my thoughts and my theory, which you guys know I don't really theorize, but my theory is this is something that's been going on inside his head and with children a little bit older than Athena for a while.
If this isn't something that he's like fantasized about or
low-key acted out before with other small children that are near him.
Well, younger girls too, they said that one girl said he liked younger girls.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he started acting out some of it with those allegedly, according to some of these girls that were 16, 15 at the time.
Yeah. And it wasn't handled.
He may have gotten comfortable enough and just started backing down the ages from there. You never know. These people are sick fucks. We'll never understand it because we're not them. Thank God.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I was going to say it's hard to understand why these people, you know what I mean? Why they do the things they do because our mind don't work like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was telling Danny because she was like, that doesn't make sense. And then she'd say something.
You can't comprehend it because, our minds just don't go. We don't.
Well, I watch detectives and they basically talk about how it's really about control and they just want control over a smaller body that's easier to control. And it's just like rapists, it's just
it is also about sexual preference though.
Yeah,
they're
true.
Attractive. There's multiple layers to pedo.
Yeah, and that pissed me off too. That really pissed me the fuck off too. jet lag. Okay, they're trying to say that he had like Asperger's or some kind of problems. No problem.
I don't give a fuck.
The guy needs to be worm food. Yeah, straight up. And you know what though? There was somebody that came in here and was saying something about, he had Asperger's, which is okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Me off.
But that's no excuse for doing the shit.
There are people all over the spectrum, and I'm sorry, high functioning, low functioning, Asperger's is not a pedo make.
Yeah,
that's true.
It has nothing to do with no.
High functioning means a whole other ball game, not pedo. And not that he wouldn't know what he's doing, and he would have to be high functioning in order to hold the job and shit. Somebody needs to shut the fuck up with that. It makes me mad. It's a disgrace to the people who are diagnosed, which I'm understanding his was a self-diagnosis, that he started to tell his friends to excuse his bad behavior, allegedly rumored about town. So no, fuck that.
Yeah, I don't like that excuse. It's like a lot of people have mental disabilities or physical disabilities. Doesn't make them pedos.
It has nothing to do with sexual preference. Either you like kids or you don't.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Whoever's putting that out there to defend his behavior is a complete fucking moron.
Probably him. He's talked to a few people since he got arrested.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I wasn't there, so I'm going to say allegedly, but that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, the guy is fucking cringe, but, cringy behavior is a lot different than being a pedo, or a P person, if you want to, or a chomo, whatever is the safe word to say on YouTube.
I know a lot of people who are neurodivergent, including myself, that would never harm a fucking fly unless put into a position where they had to. There are all kinds of bipolar people that don't murder their families. There are even people with schizophrenia. Like this shit is shit. And I'm just like, hurt people. Fuck you. Quit being a piece of shit.
Yeah, I think the guy you're probably right that he was thinking about and probably was planning the whole thing in his head. Probably.
In order to get to the point, just what we know from studies and other things in the past, normally in order to get to this point where he's going to brazenly snatch a child so close to its house in a truck with cameras on the inside and out, you build to that point.
Yeah, he's probably thought about it, looked at other children, probably thought to himself.
Or he's already done it to other ones, like I said before. Just in a way where it wasn't full on obvious to the surrounding adults, or they're too young to tell, or there's a million fucking things. Yeah. But you don't just one day wake up and be like, oh, you know what? If I see a kid on my route today, I'm going to snatch it up, desecrate its body, and dump it in a river.
Do we know that? Do we know about what happened to her at all yet? Did they release those tissues?
They haven't added charges yet. They are sealing documents. Thank God. I just know what the rumor is around town that I ain't repeating, but it's pretty obvious what he did to her by how she was found. So it'll come out when and if the family wants it to.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't come out, to be honest with you.
I hope not too.
I agree. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't either. I want them to seal her records. I don't want the babies in these towns that are watching the news with their parents all the time hearing that shit.
Yeah, because
their parents can have appropriate conversations with them. That doesn't need to be on the news.
Yeah, no one needs to know that information. I think that should be covered up by the police and by people. Because that shit's not necessary.
No, but he took her for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
We're not stupid. We're all adults. We know what the fuck he did.
Yeah. Part of me doesn't want to, have that situation because I'm thinking about this little girl's last moments, and that's just terrible.
I know. It's literally made me cry a couple of times over the last few days.
Yeah, I don't cry, but I feel bad about it.
Well, of course not. You're a manly tomato. I'm just a lowly woman. What better do I know than to shed tears?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I'm
kidding.
Yeah, the profession, you hear a lot of things, so it's like.
I know, and I've actually prepared and buried children that have gone through the same thing and didn't shed a tear, but this one just hurts me for some reason.
It's a tough situation because it's so random and it's just like such an unexpected situation.
I think it also messes me up, and I know this sounds naive or stupid or whatever, but you trust the postman. When you were a kid, you look forward to the mail and the garbage man and the people who come. And this is like, it's Christmas. Everybody should be happy to be getting packages. FedEx or UPS or anybody showing up with a box means you're probably getting a present or something cool for your kids, you know, and he just like totally took advantage of his position of trust, like they all do, I know, but still, it just makes me mad. There's a woman right now with the package still on her front porch. He's a dick.
Yeah. It's pretty shocking. It's really, really shocking.
Sorry, I'm soapboxing. I'll try to shut up. It just makes me so angry that this keeps happening to our babies all over. It's everywhere and it's all the time. And you make laws and you do all these things, but it's still happening. And it just makes me so mad.
Yeah. I get it, what you're saying, you know.
And Queen, look, I'm going to jump off topic for a second. We were talking.
Please.
Queen said something about the Shanquella case earlier, and I 100% agree. Nobody's covering it. I tried to cover it, and this is just an example. Like, I tried to go back and get updated information, and it is so hard right now to get any real updated information because it is crazy full of bullshit and doxing family members, and it's just I can't get through it all. I can't find any. They're muddying the waters.
Yep.
And it's making it so difficult.
I have to address Amy's comment.
Go ahead, boo.
He did not accidentally hit her with his truck. He picked up that child to hurt and murder her like she was a piece of trash. There was never an accident. You don't go to prison get arrested and booked on aggravated kidnapping and murder if you fucking accidentally hit somebody with your car. You guys have got to stop with the naivety, please.
Yeah, but I would just say probably
it's in every chat I've been in, Tim. Yeah. It's everywhere. This was not an accident.
Yeah, I know.
Complete misinformation is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know where that started, to be honest with you. And I like the picture that Queen put up. It was a very good picture.
It was.
I think it's because he was a FedEx worker and they found out about the FedEx worker and people just started with wild conjecture and it spread like wildfire.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if it was an accident, I think people, I tried voicing.
There would be tampering with remains and other things, not murder and kidnapping.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at the charges, basically. I mean, basically the situation is, it sounds like it was premeditated. They're going with, you know. Plus, if it was just a hit and run, I mean, logically speaking, he would have just called the police and he would have faced, he probably wouldn't have even got charges. He probably would just maybe got,
took her fucking clothes off and did things to her, diddled her, whatever.
I mean,
like, in her fucking water, throw her clothes off in the ditch, fucking be a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if he would have hit her, they would not have
Queen,
charged
that was hardcore. Trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning. But yeah, I'm just saying.
Like, I know it makes me mad too, Queen. That's why I had to address that comment.
Yeah,
like give me a fucking break.
Yeah, most likely he would have called the cops, and that would have been that. And then he would definitely have lost his job, and then he would have probably
and it would have already gone. And it would have already gone across the news that the surveillance cameras on the truck confirmed that the child ran out in front of the truck, or whatever you people are thinking may be the case, because I don't know.
Yeah,
what
and it would have been
thinking.
And then there would just be a civil case, basically. FedEx would be sued, and he would be sued too, and that would be that. That's
you can get vehicular manslaughter charges. You can get negligence charges. You can get all kinds of things, but it wouldn't be murder and kidnapping.
Yeah, you would get like 3 years if you reported, or like 7, depending on the situation.
Or maybe some probation.
Yeah. But looking at the guy, I definitely think he intentionally murdered her. I don't know about the other things. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to really comment on the other allegations.
Well, it's really simple. Dead victims can't speak.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go with deceased, and I don't know, and like murdered, and I don't know what else happened.
And you know what? That's really the appropriate thing to do.
Yeah.
It is. That's the appropriate thing to do, because until he has his day in court, which may not happen, or they unseal some documents, nobody's going to know for sure. And as we've all stated, we hope they never share it on the news.
Yeah, I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know what happened to, and I don't think it's appropriate for people to know about it. The thing is,
well, just like Kylie Rodney, I never listened to her full autopsy report. That wasn't our fucking business.
Me either. I never.
You know
Kylie Rodney's Diva Cup wasn't YouTube business.
That girl was talking about her fucking period cup and all kinds of shit. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Serious?
Unfortunately, those people, the YouTubers, made it our business because we had to go through the bullshit that they were spreading. And unfortunately, we had to delve into.
Never had to be shared. You can share all kinds of important autopsy details without sharing her femininity.
No.
Saying though, people were sharing it, so it had to be. Once they started through like sharing shit, and then they were turning it into other things.
It's because these fucking sleuths, man.
So did you mean like Zav had to do it, Tim, because of all the bullshit?
No, you're putting you got it wrong. No,
okay,
Zav
I'm trying to understand. I'm sorry.
Zav did it.
Zav did it, and then we had to go in and basically say like she's full of shit with what she's saying. That's basically what happened. So I'm trying to say like, that's the only reason why
we pulled them up to debunk her bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
Talking about, we didn't pull them up to go over them. We pulled them up to saying.
Yeah, which didn't have to include a Diva Cup. Like, there's things that could be left out.
Right. Also, we had to refute the whole idea of them. Like, I mean, when we saw the news article that said drowning, that was good enough for me. I didn't need to pull up a fucking article like an autopsy report. But these people pulled it up and they're like trying to like skim through it, and they got Dr. Letitia or whatever her name is.
They were trying to fucking measure the water in her lungs, and her lungs weren't filled up. They were like,
she couldn't even pronounce any of the words. She was in such a hurry, she didn't even pre-read the shit. She just jumped up there with zero knowledge of anything she was about to read and couldn't even pronounce any of the words.
Well, is she a doctor? I don't know if she is or not.
She's a doctor. She has a YouTube channel.
What kind of doctor?
I gotta look it up again, but definitely a doctor. I think Morbid went over and he basically said that she got like 1-star review doctor a lot of times from people.
Well, hey man.
Internet doctor or
C's and D's get degrees, man.
Yeah, no, like I don't know, not one that could read autopsy reports, but I think like I don't know.
Well, it was Zav that I was referring to. She didn't even pre-read the document before she went live with it, and it was painful. The tiny bit I heard, I was like, I can't. What the fuck?
I mean, I read documents and I sound like a bumbling idiot sometimes, so I shouldn't say anything. I have people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
But if you were gonna get up and read it in front of 1,500 people, would you at least proofread it first?
If I knew ahead of time, I would definitely have proofread it before I would read the document.
Her lives are scheduled. She knew what she was doing.
I think if you go back and listen, she said she just got the report and went live.
Oh,
yeah. But I've read documents and butchered names before, so it's tough. I mean, like I've imagined reading a bunch of articles from Japan and reading all the Japanese names. It's like that is not easy. You just butcher those names.
We're not talking about names given to people by their parents. We're talking about anatomical structures in the body. We're talking about body parts.
I get it. Just saying, like sometimes I bumble. I'm just saying I'm in a glass house. I fuck up sometimes.
I appreciate you being kind.
All right, so all right, you guys, are we done? Are you guys done? Are we done with this conversation here? I want to move on to this.
Oh yeah, go for it, girl, go.
Okay, check this out. What's going on with the Idaho 4 murder case? What's going on there? You guys, did you guys hear?
Oh my God.
Yes. Okay, so hold on. They're saying that Kaylee's uncle, right? Am I right? Was arrested.
This is JLR's bullshit, and I'm in the media. Yeah, that's her uncle.
Shit. Okay. Yes, this is his shit. He's like, well, I'll be the one to say it. That's what he was trying to say he said that on his YouTube. He's like, well, I know I'll be the one to say it. Like, I think it says it right here. I'm not afraid to put this information out there. And then this is his fucking post. He said the brother of Kaylee Gonclave's father, right?
So her uncle.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, was arrested. It's hard to see it.
Now, why would he even? What does that got to do with anything?
It ain't got shit to do with shit, and y'all better not.
He was arrested in 2021 for murder. It didn't say he was convicted. It didn't say any, like, so why
I think
put that
he's
out?
still in jail or something. I don't know, but it
So how
doesn't
is that
fucking matter.
relevant?
Y'all do not go give him a view. I am doing a clip on it. Do not go give him a view.
Give it
I
to
don't
Jonesy, that's right.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
You
in
better
the
hurry up
middle
with
of
that
clipping
clip.
it. He
They're
is
gonna
a
want to see.
fucking
Yeah.
idiot, and it has nothing to do with anything.
I mean, the guy, we all knew he
He's
was stupid.
muddying the waters. What is it with people muddying
They
everything?
do it every time, honey.
Yeah.
Every time. You should,
Oh,
dude.
it's bad.
Look
It's
what they
bad.
did to Summer. Summer is the
Oh, I
billboard for
know.
what they did.
You know, I noticed that there's a lot there's a lot going on there. They're trying to bring it back up or something. I don't know, but I've heard Summer's name a few times. Like there's
Yeah, I heard it recently. Something about the FBI's.
I've been seeing more lives on it lately.
I can't remember what it was.
Yes,
I-
somebody said the FBI was taken over, and Leslie said no, they're not, or the TBI or something.
Yeah,
Maybe.
something like that. I can't remember what it
But I
was.
thought the TBI was involved this entire fucking time.
Or maybe they said they're not. The FBI's not.
Let me see. I got the screenshot. Somebody sent it.
Yeah, I would like clarity on that. I feel like more and more, the more I think about it and look back, and I do feel like that it's very possible
I
that
do too.
social media and YouTube muddied the water so much on Summer's case. That's why we don't know where she's at.
Yeah, and I think it's very possible it was something just like Athena's case.
I do too. I've always wondered about, and I'm not trying to point fingers. Please, dear God, don't mistake what I'm saying. But I have wondered about the workers that were in the area at that time.
I have too.
Well,
And you
yeah,
know what?
so-
But see, people find Dawn and Candace because they're shitty parents. They just take that and run with it. No, regardless, they were shitty parents, but that doesn't mean they had anything to do with it. We don't know. So you can't crucify people without knowing.
There's still people coming at Athena's stepmom
Oh my God.
saying that it's her fault because what kind of person argues with a 7-year-old? Every mother ever in existence.
Ah, fuck yes. Me and my kid would have like grown up type
Girl, they
arguments.
want snacks while you're cooking dinner. They want to wear purple shoes with the red stuff you just bought them, and we're going for pictures. There's a million things that you argue with 7-year-olds about. No, you cannot eat cotton candy for breakfast. No, we cannot wear our pajamas to school with our underwear on the outside. Like, can you? I mean, how many crazy ass arguments have you argued with a 7-year-old?
A lot. A whole lot.
I just, these people make me mad.
Go ahead, Queen.
I thought she was going to get something.
Oh, I thought she was ready. I thought she came back.
Yeah, just Leslie, what is this? Leslie Earhart says, hello, our role remains the same. TBI agents continue to work alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI as part of the investigation into the disappearance of Summer Wells. And she was responding to Evil Exists, which is a channel on here. And Evil Exists. It says, let's see here. Jenny from the block said, can this be confirmed? And so Evil Exists was replying, and then Leslie Earhart says, replying to Evil Exists and Jennifer at TBI Investigations. And it says, hello, our role remains the same. TBI agents continue to work alongside the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI as part of the investigation into the disappearance of Summer Wells. And Evil Exists said, thank you. Thanks for confirming. So it's been confirmed. There it is. I'll put the screenshot. I'll take a screenshot and put it up.
Cool. Thank you for reading that. I feel like the TBI has been involved the whole time.
We also need to. Candace is not the porch pirate. JLR made that post too and started that rumor.
I'm so fucking sick of him.
What is the porch pilot? What?
Yeah.
I'm sick of him and Hash Brown. Bullhorn's on my good side right now. She's sitting there shutting the fuck up.
Read in chat. Mallory called Michael a gravy baby.
Yes, and
are you fucking kidding me?
Are you kidding
it's on
me?
my clip videos. And she said that the only reason everybody's going after her, or Brandy asked her to remove that hashtag, is because Brandy's a bigot, and so is everybody else that's against it.
What? Is
yes.
she out of her fucking mind?
Yes, she's out of her fucking mind.
A gravy baby? I can't move past
Yeah,
that
she was like, it's not right for her to want to take the gravy baby from me, but everybody else can keep making money off that hashtag or something like that.
It's
my fuck.
I think she said it twice.
Yeah, it's not about fucking money, lady. Don't you lost the fucking point. I mean, it's not about money. I mean,
you know, YouTube's demonetizing a lot of people right now. Let these people keep running their mouths.
Yeah, she says that they're gonna have code names, like her PayPal will be called.
A lot of people.
Something.
I heard about 5 people yesterday that were demonetized, and one that I was sad to hear about today. A lot of people. They're reviewing channels.
Good.
I mean, that's how it is. I mean, the problem is,
baby.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that honestly, there needs to be some sort of regulation when it comes to social media, because on like people just think it's like
such a stiff.
Yeah, when you have like TV, it gets reviewed and everything gets ironed out. Now it's like you got advertisers on YouTube, and you got to kind of see what people are putting out there, because it's kind of like the same thing. It's like TV; it's replacing TV, so it's got to be reviewed.
Wow.
But if she said she's a piece of shit, honestly, just
anybody who says that is a piece of shit.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not, I don't understand why she thinks of children as gravy trains, but it goes into her that maybe that was a Freudian slip where she's like saying what she really
no,
means.
Because MGO called Summer a cash cow.
Yeah,
that's what.
Look at them.
Hello, our role remains the same. TV. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean that's basically the situation. They're always. When I say Freudian slip, it's like that's what they think of these cases. They think of them as just money makers. They wake up, they think of it as a job to make money. And it's unfortunate that these people see kids as that. It's not about that. Like if Hash Brown was such a good comedian, you wouldn't need to talk about missing kids. You just make up jokes about anything. You know what I mean? There's plenty of comedians that do jokes without missing kids in them involved in their jokes. I mean, that just shows you're a hack. You're a comedian hack.
Read the room, bitch. Look at what community you're in. Read the room.
Agreed.
The only person who would enjoy that is somebody who maybe abducts children. Like, that's absolutely insane.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go that far, because
I'm being sarcastic. I'm not like being legitimate. But what kind of sick fucking joy is that kind of joke? Is what I'm saying.
No, it shows them as basically like the lowest denominator of humans, low scumbags, and this is why I said like Olivia, you don't have to be like these people, because these people are on the end of the ropes. They have nothing else in their lives. After this, they have to go back to work at 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? That's the truth. And they're lucky if they get the job back at 7-Eleven. They might not even be able to get the job at 7-Eleven. They'll probably have to go on like I don't know, collect bottles off the streets, because they have no other skills.
It makes me. I can't. The Nikki's comment in chat, and I do not apologize for being harsh, and not after the stuff that she said. Like it's even pissing off really kind people that would normally not say things, and it's just.
Yeah, I mean, she says that she wants to throw the bigot card around, but I've heard from Savage, she calls hetero straight people breeders. That's a very derogatory line. I don't appreciate any sort of hate comments from both sides.
I think it's derogatory because it points out the people who can't just have babies naturally on their own, be they straight or gay or whatever, and that it's just derogatory, and it's offensive because there are people who can't, and it just points that out for them yet again.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, she's a very hate-filled individual. We're apparently the hate channels. I can't apparently, but Hash Brown's not part of the hate channels, I guess. Go figure. But
that's
weird. Yeah, I mean, for her to say that is disgusting. And that's even stranger is that the community doesn't even outright, say like, this is wrong what you said and what you've done.
Some of them are, and that's what Pecan's posting right here. She's editing her comments. People are pissed. There's maybe like 10 of her most devoted subs that see no issues with it. I agree. There's a lot of people calling her out.
There really is. And this morning she last live that she had, there was like maybe 220 people in there. Today she had like 130.
Is she blocking everybody?
I don't know.
Because how else would she keep those comments off unless she's blocking people?
Well, and I heard a clip so I got 2 screenshots and a clip. The clip that was sent to me said that people are no longer, she must be blocking people now that you say that, because she said this morning that people are leaving super chats or paying money to degrade her and talk shit to her via
because they're blocked.
Yeah, so it goes across the screen where everyone can see it.
Which, by the way, people, as much as I love saying bad things about Hash Brown, save your money and put it towards a charity. Don't give this lady money.
Yeah,
because I watch people do the same thing to the gluer, and he was like, "Oh, thanks for the money."
In the comments or over here.
I mean, if you want to insult me and call me a fucking idiot and send me $50 each time, or you're more than welcome to do so.
Okay, wait. Disclaimer: if you listen to Queen, you decide to come talk shit in the comments over here, keep it somewhat tame so you don't get the channel shut down.
I know.
Yeah.
No death threats, please.
That's a joke, by the way, guys.
But these people don't take jokes. So like, no death threats, please.
Oh, those will get deleted right off the top, anyways. I don't fucking
but like,
we don't get down like that.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I just don't like the whole idea of super chat and angry comments. It's like you're giving them money, so you're kind of supporting,
right?
You know.
Look at I see where you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, like look at DSP and Wings of Redemption. Actually, better example, Wings of Redemption. Everyone hate watches him and gives him money. And he's like literally able to just survive off of people just donating insults to him.
Jesus, that's got to be a sad life.
Whatever works, if that's your thing or whatever, and that's what works for you, then it is what it is,
It's
sad though. Could you imagine having to hear those words ring through your head at night when you lay down? Damn.
I mean, if someone paid me like thousands of dollars just to insult me online, I kind of wouldn't mind. I'd be just like, okay. I'd just be like, okay.
I don't know. I guess that shit would hurt my feelings. I don't know.
I'd be like, okay, guys, thanks for the money, and just be like it'd be kind of like a regular job to me a little bit. Like I guess, you know what I mean? That's how I would see it. But yeah, I mean, Lily said something. She did it for. I
don't know who's eating, but mute.
Yeah, I can hear that fork hitting the plate, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have mute.
No, I'm done. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, next time,
put your fork down.
Yeah, my apologies about that.
It's all right, baby. It's all right.
What'd you just eat? What'd you have for lunch?
No, this is my dinner. I usually eat like a 4.
Oh my god!
2 hours ahead of or an hour, I guess, ahead of us, aren't you?
Yeah, I usually just have like a bowl of I was in a mood for a bowl of rice, white rice with nothing on it.
Nice.
Yum.
That sounds so grody. I'm not even gonna lie. A bowl of white rice with nothing on it.
What about like sugar and cinnamon?
No salt, no everything, bagel seasoning, no nothing.
No, I just like plain and bitter stuff, to be honest with you.
Oh, see, I'm like that with my chocolate. I like the darker the better. I love the bitter, like hardcore chocolate with coarse sea salt in it. That's my favorite. But not just rice isn't bitter. It tastes like cardboard.
Well, I mean, I have a rice cooker. I use a special rice cooker, so it's usually
good and fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something to Pickin' Daisies? I think. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Damn it. Hash Brown said women are jealous of her because our husbands want what she has. That's what's that called? That girl. Is it? I know because they're trying to say Shanquella's killer was femicide, like committed femicide. That's kind of how Hash Brown is.
Oh.
Not murdering people, but
you think she's sexist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
I really literally don't watch these people. When I tell y'all I don't watch them, like I'm not lying.
I think I think Hash Brown's a failed comedian that had to go into this community, and she has to eat big, and she has to basically make.
Well, see, that's the thing is a lot of people, they were saying they can't even get through the stream because she begs so much. Like she'll beg the entire.
Oh, it's nonstop.
Yeah, she's like, nonstop. Yeah,
I
she's
can't ask for money.
Coffee today.
I mean, she asked for like $5,000 or something, or $10,000 for a car.
What?
Yeah, I think she
Yeah,
says
she's
that.
asking for a truck. It's $13,000.
We're about to have a stream. We're about to have a live stream and go over the wish list of these creators on Amazon's their wish list and stuff too.
Oh my God, that'd be
Maybe we'll do that later. But we're about to do that.
Are they still married to themselves?
Yeah, that's how Dolly got the camera.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, Amazon. They marry themselves.
Gamer's gonna scam.
You know, so okay.
I can't find Bullhorn's wish list.
Look at Pecan Pie's comment. I watched her for a while and I would feel guilty for not donating. Holy fuck, she must be good then, because Pecan Pie don't be falling for that shit.
Yeah, Pecan Pie, you're going into timeout for giving money to Hash Brown. Send her away.
I know she said she felt guilty for not donating.
No, I'm joking.
Of course, you can ask a question.
She begged.
She begged. Like, I'm serious.
Yeah, well, that's nothing new.
She's like perplexed. She's open about it. She's open about her begging. Perplexed is open about her grift as well.
A trans woman means man to woman, and a trans man means woman to man, just so you know. Some of our audience is, a little bit older. Not that I'm calling her old, but some of them are. And they don't understand all this terminology, you guys. They don't understand.
Welcome. Yeah, I don't think he's here yet. Let me see the back. I don't see anyone type in the back.
Who?
No, she's asking where's True Text.
No, I said True Text. I didn't know if he was even here. He may not be here. I just didn't know.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I think I last saw him in the last live stream. You guys
Voices called her PayPal Mel.
Yeah, but e-big is nothing new on YouTube. Like, there's a lot of e-biggers. Like,
shit, where's she at? Usually she's around. I ain't seen her either. Where's she at today?
Seasons you gave her money, you sucker. Oh, the link isn't pinned, honey. You still didn't pin it.
Shit.
Oh, Christ, Queen.
She's sick, you guys. Y'all give her a break now. She's sick.
Now, if she only ate white rice with no salt on it, her brain would work as fast as when I'm joking.
Allie, again, be kind, because
whenever
a lot of the people learned about transgender people, that is what they were called as transsexual. So if we're going to correct people, let's make sure we do it with some punctuation and some kindness, please. Because there are different generations in this channel, all the way from the 20s to the 70s. So we need to be kind to each other and help each other understand, and not, just make sure we're not short. That's all I'm saying. Because education is how we keep people from doing things that could be hurtful to other people without even knowing.
Yeah, I just think it's just good social etiquette, because if a person's meeting you halfway by dressing up as what they want to be assumed as, then you should probably do the same thing and just, go with it. And since, Hash Brown's dressing up, all her things is being a woman, then I'm just going to refer to her as a woman. Just be social and not be a piece of shit. So
see, but I think to refer to refer to it as dress up can even be considered condescending. You know that, right?
No, but I'm just saying I'm not going to play those games. That's what my reason for reason why.
I'm fine. I was just saying, if we're trying not to hurt people's feelings, then that.
No, I'm just giving you the reason. That's my reason, and I'm not going to play those games where. Yeah, that's my.
That makes sense. I can respect that. I think that's kind enough. That's more than most people will do.
So that's how I am. I mean, I think people usually.
Get that's not a jab I take.
Yeah,
that's not a jab I take.
I normally won't take jabs at weight or anything like that. Normally I won't.
Yeah.
I have to be real mad to call somebody fat or stupid or something, Well, maybe not stupid. I don't have to be real mad to call somebody stupid, but because there's just stupid people everywhere.
But I mean, I just don't like how she e-bakes and then she uses her situation to basically attack other people. And I don't like it. I don't like that situation at all, because there's people that are trans who don't even mention it once. Like, literally, they will never mention it. They just go through their lives because it's a normal thing. And she uses it as like a shield and also a sword. And that's disgusting. For all those people that actually have to fight for their civil rights so they can basically be treated like humans, and then she's just going to use it to attack people, it's disgusting.
I agree. Oh, Allie, I know you weren't being short. And In St. Elmo's, they don't have to have surgery in order to matter, and it doesn't matter what's under their clothes. If you want to send me some personal messages to ask some questions, that would be more appropriate than writing that shit in chat, babe. Just so you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what's in her underwear. What matters is that she's calling Monkey a gravy baby. That's what matters.
Yeah, that's what it matters. I mean, like,
it's not the same anymore.
In back,
it's changed.
Oh, voices in the back. Okay, cool. Quick.
You know what I'm saying? Things change and progress, and if you live in the country at all, you may not even know what's going on. So it's better just to maybe personally, privately ask certain questions, right? Because we don't want to discuss people's genitalia.
Yeah, it's not appropriate for a missing person channel to discuss people's penises and genitalia. It's just not.
Isn't that why we were pissed at her? Because she was discussing genitalia? Yes, that's what I thought.
Exactly.
So
yeah, she said dick in that video about Michael Vaughn. She said penis or dick like 30 times in a row.
Which is disgusting. Yeah. And it's like she didn't put up, and then like she would think that she would actually put basically like just remove as soon as the mother said something like, hey, can you remove this? Yeah, disclaimer or something like that. You would think you'd just jump over hoops to just do it because this woman's already lost enough and you don't want to make her life harder than it is. And then she just goes with that long reply, that thought out long reply. And it's like,
oh God,
it's disgusting. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And
Willow said, and just like that, etiquette is lost.
Yeah, just like that, etiquette is lost.
Yeah, and you can't say anything against
these
her.
are hard discussions. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that also gave Rakeda problems, isn't it?
Well, Rakeda has kind of got a weird. He's got his own problems.
Issue too. He's an issue in and of himself.
I mean, he has to deal with.
He had that with her.
I mean, on a side tangent, Rakeda has released nude photos of him and his wife and doing things on purpose for his parlor thing.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. And he had to reply to it.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and he did that on purpose. And then it's like
I heard it on purpose.
I do not want to see him naked. Maybe his wife, but not him.
Your channel in the chat. Somebody's asking for it, and I wanted to link it for it, so we have it in here, so that if anybody wants to subscribe to your channel, they want that video.
What?
Queen, who is this on screen?
This is what they were saying that scanned it. No, the video that she was talking about lately on
they want that girl's YouTube channel with the video.
Oh, I posted it. Hold on, I'll post it again.
They're probably behind in the show, baby.
Yeah.
Lots of people stay behind because they don't want to miss stuff, which is crazy to me because we're just up here talking about nonsense most of the time. So that's supposed to be Candace on the right, Mama? Is that what you're saying, Queen?
That's what JLR said.
That ain't Candace.
That looks like Candace. That looks like MGL.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Molly too.
Is that Benny Keys?
Not like the other's Jose. It looks like Jose and Molly.
This is Benny making fun of JLR.
Oh, okay. That is Benny. Yes.
Oh my God, it is Benny. Okay.
I was like, wait a minute. Is Benny Keys? Where was Benny Keys at the time? No, I'm joking. Like another rumor.
Wow, man. Benny's okay. Look, he gets on my nerves, and I can't say I like or dislike him, but he fucking makes me laugh. He does. He's just stupid enough that he makes me laugh every time. I can't help it. Just like he just did a song to Dolly where he's smoking a blunt and like singing to him. And I watched the whole entire thing and it was dumb as hell, but I laughed the whole time. Like, I don't know why. He just makes me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
That girl, I got to bother you for a second.
Oh, what up, Brooke?
Do you want a special message to go with that cardinal?
Oh, I'll have to talk to you in private about that. Don't talk about that right here. I'll tell you. I'll email you.
I understand that. I just wanted you to.
Yeah, no, I'll do it right now even. I'm glad you're here. The pastor that we sent things to is the officiant for all services.
Yeah.
We made a good choice. Yes, we made a good choice. He went to the funeral home with the family today. So they've selected somewhere.
Oh my gosh, bless your heart.
It'll be perfect. And they changed the service from Thursday to Tuesday because hundreds of people have been showing up to everything. So they're having to do it outdoors. And Thursday, we're supposed to have severe weather. But either way, it's going to be absolutely fine because that's the officiant for all her services.
Okay, so then it's next Tuesday, then, is what you're saying?
No, it's today.
It's today?
Yes.
Oh.
But he's even traveling to the funeral home with the family, so we still made the perfect choice. It's still perfectly fine. But yeah, they're having to do it outdoors, so they moved it up because we're going to have severe weather.
Okay. We're down to a 32-minute timeline. So, and then I'm going to hop off here, and then I'll come back and
Oh, no, where are you going?
I got to run into town to mail that. That's why I had to hop on here real quick. I was on deadline this morning.
No, I totally get it. I'm emailing you right now. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry to have come in and hijacked Queen Show, but I still think that looks like MGL in there. MGL's a porch pirate.
In where?
Yeah, you're all right. But yeah, this is what JLR tried to say, and I think this is Benny making fun of JLR because he always goes in the bushes. So Benny did a thing making fun of JLR. That's why he's in the bushes, because JLR is always in the fucking bushes. Always. So he's always walking her right by that fucking bush. So this is Benny making fun of him because he swears. He's like, that kind of looks like Candace. No, the fuck it don't.
No, not even close. It looks like Molly.
Really, stop it.
It literally looks like Molly. I already responded. Voices, thank you so much. Oh, these are beautiful. I'm gonna cry. Thank you so much. Oh. I'm just a puss lately. All this stuff is just making me cry. I don't get it. I'm not normally this way.
You're fine.
Melanie, am I missing something, babe? Is somebody saying something in chat they shouldn't be? Because I don't see anything.
No, she keeps posting that. I've seen it like 4 or 5 times. I think she's just trying to help keep the peace or something. I don't know, because that's the same thing she's been posting.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Voices. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta reopen this envelope. But it's okay. It's no big deal.
No, if you have to do that, don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely 100% positive. Don't do that.
Okay.
No, don't do
that. So I'm gonna go run into town real quick to make sure that this posts, and so it gets out the door. I'll come back and play in a little bit, okay?
Yay, thank you so much. You're such a blessing. Thank you for helping.
I have a question.
You're very welcome. Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna ask this as general. How long did Dolly stay in jail for, or did he go to jail yet?
It almost seems like he did a walkthrough.
Just a
honestly.
few hours. Yeah.
Man,
he was in and out.
That was so disappointing.
Long enough to be booked and then back out the damn door. I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Bye.
See ya.
Thanks, love. Drive safe.
Okay.
That guy needs to be in jail for longer than a few hours. That
Moonlight, if you mean Benny, he gives me the creeps too, but he makes me laugh.
I don't know too much about Benny, honestly. I just know a little bit about his past.
Seasons, there is no service info, but it'll be public, and they ain't gonna show up out there. And even if there is, there won't be nothing to look you at. So I wouldn't worry about it. The service information is gonna be public, baby. There's nothing I can do about that.
Hi, Sooth Mom. How you doing?
I'm wondering if they're gonna do it in some kind of convention center or something, because it seems like there's gonna be hundreds of people.
Oh, what are you talking about? What subject are you talking about?
They were Seasons was saying, please don't share Athena's service information.
Oh, that poor girl. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think
happen.
Yeah. I don't want any YouTubers to, unless it's they allow it. Like if the family allows it, it's fine. But I don't want people crashing. This is a very traumatic situation.
I didn't even share the funeral home's name for a reason.
Oh, jeez.
Sleuth Mom, I agree. It's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's such a sad situation with that one, and I don't want to know. I mean, but these people, these fucking disgusting people, try to pull up the report and try to read it to YouTube, and it's like because they have no shame and they have no fucking decency. They can't even say to themselves it's the death of a young child and just leave it at that, and just because there's no need. Like, there's no need for people to know. I mean, like, honestly, wait for the court case. If you're so interested, wait for the court cases and the charges and watch the trial if you want, because that's going to be public. But right now,
it probably will be. It probably will be if there is one. There's not always a trial, you guys. And that's why everything went so crazy with the Watts. People wanted a trial. Queen, were you going to talk about something else, baby? I feel like you were going to talk about something else.
She was talking about the Idaho 4 she wanted to talk about.
Yeah, that's a JONESN case, not mine. JONESN knows that case.
Okay, well, before we get there, let me just state that Mrs. said that the state of Georgia picked up Dolly's charges again with Eileen.
Who said that? I'm sorry.
Missa, it's Missa. A mood. His ex said
his ex. Okay, the one that had the dog, right?
Yeah, supposedly Georgia picked up the charges against Dolly, and Dolly was gloating that basically what happened yesterday, him being in and out, is what's exactly gonna happen in Savannah. So I sent that too.
Seasons, I'm not trying to puff my chest or sound all big and bad, but I'm serious. I dare them to show up in Wise County and do what they've done in Florida and stuff. There'll be more people going to jail than just them.
Yeah, but with Dolly, with the concept.
Yeah, but nothing. The dad is a biker. There's hundreds of them.
No, I'm not talking about that subject. I'm talking about Dolly. No.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying Dolly and them is who we were talking about too.
Yeah, so, Dolly is basically like his big win is that he goes to jail for a few hours. No, that's not a win. You went to jail, Dolly.
Right.
Yeah.
It being a walkthrough doesn't make it less like what the fuck.
Like you're still spending thousands of dollars.
You know, that they're killing him with court fees and shit, and that they've got a new courthouse there, and that he knows he paid at least for a few of those windows.
It's not the same, pecan pie. I don't care what everybody says. I'm telling you, if they were to go down to Wise County and try to act like they do in Florida and stuff, people would end up in jail, and it would not just be them. People can say what they want, but you don't understand the crazy rednecks and how they feel about this little girl. It would not be okay. Let one of them show up at her funeral. Unless they're anything but respectful at the utmost, it will go really bad.
But you know what? I don't even want them to go to the funeral. I mean, like, listen.
I don't want them to go anywhere near it, but I'm just saying, if they did, it would not be the same outcome, which is probably why they haven't gone out there, because they know that.
Oh, yeah. Also, it just doesn't make sense. Why would you even bother going out there? There's no information to be had. The killer's caught. They probably got him dead to rights on the case.
There have been multiple times now, Tim, and I think it was before you were around, but I'm not positive. But just in case, there have been multiple times with multiple different YouTubers who have gone to memorial services and funerals for children and the murdered, and taken pictures in caskets and all kinds of stuff to put on their channel.
Which is disgusting.
It is, but it's not. It wouldn't be the first time, and that's why Seasons is worried. It's not an invalid concern. But I just saying it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. So what do you know about the Idaho case, JONESN?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know really any of the updated. I haven't even checked today. I literally got up and cleaned the house and jumped on live with Queen, so I haven't really checked today.
Actually, I was going to talk to you guys too about that. So there's 3 Jacks, and right now they're saying that basically Steve, which is Kaylee's dad, is really upset, and he thinks that they cleared Jack, which John Jack Showalter, which is the one that was at the grub truck.
Mm-hmm.
He actually lives next door, and they cleared him. They think this is him. And he is actually in Africa right now with his parents, who are, I guess, both doctors and extremely well off.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them hiring PIs? I feel like that can be dangerous for the case.
I feel like it's going to muddy even more. It's going to mess it up.
Queen?
But you think he's this guy owns like knives that's similar to the ones that were used, or the one that was used.
I wish I could see him better.
I can be honest. I really have only suspected Kaylee's ex Jack D and this Jack.
Okay, so then we have this
Jack.
Here we have this Jack.
No, that's Jake.
Jake, sorry, I got the other one confused here.
That's Maddie's
one. This one.
Yeah, that's Maddie's boyfriend. And that's Jack D. That's like Kaylee.
Yeah,
so that's I was trying to get the right pictures. There we go. So it's like Jack, Jake, Jack.
I know it's a lot of Jack and Jake. I think there's 3 Jacks and 1 Jake, or there might be 2 Jacks and 1 Jake.
Here's the Facebook post they sent right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Facebook one they sent.
That is such a just crazy case. I can't even begin to keep up with it.
I mean, are these people...
And he's dyed his hair black, so people are freaking out about it.
Yes, and this is the one that they called 6 times, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. They called him 6 times that night.
But the dad said it's normal for her to, if she wanted to get in touch with you, to blow you up. So
right. For sure. And so and then look, this whole, what do you guys think about this whole thing with the brother? You like JLR bringing this out? What does this have to do with anything?
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
I think JLR's a bitch.
Well, I mean, JLR's a fucking hack that just basically interferes with every case. He literally talked to a murder suspect with a monkey.
Kaylee's dog did not enter crime scene. Possible ID.
Also, these are the news wanted to clear this up. So Kaylee's dog was Kaylee's dog was there. People are saying the dog wasn't there, that the dog was staying somewhere else. No, the dog was.
It was there.
Kaylee's dog did not enter the crime scene. There was no evidence found on the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And police ID possible origin of stalker claims.
I think the dog was probably in Kaylee's room for the night. And Kaylee was in Maddie's room. And so the dog probably, they said, most likely just hid when everything started popping off.
Well, yeah, because from my understanding, this person went up to the... Oh, and that's another thing, too, about the grub truck guy. He actually, he lives next door and stuff, but he's been to the house. He's been to the house and he's been to the parties, so he knows the layout of the house.
Yeah, and I think he was friends with one of the other roommates, Dylan.
What's all over his pants in that picture?
Blood, girl. You should see the animal he tore apart.
Yes, you're sending it to me and I'll pop it up.
And the knife that's laying out in front of him.
I was going to say, if you send me the screenshot in our inbox and I'll... put it up. But yeah, so he's used to killing big game. He's used to, you know what I'm saying, cutting it up because you cut it up in the field. He's in Africa. You know, they do a lot of, and also I want to know how much money his parents donated to the University of Idaho because, you know, they do.
I have a question. Was he around in the town at the time?
Yeah.
Yes, he was at the grub truck with him.
He was the grub truck guy, for sure.
And then immediately he goes to Africa afterwards?
Right afterwards, yes. And then supposedly that night, he drove 5 hours back home that night.
But wouldn't Africa be a planned trip? That seems like something that would be planned months in advance.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got the money, you can make a plan happen, but we'll see. I mean,
the thing is, they had to wait on DNA evidence to come back, and now it's back. They say it doesn't match anybody in the system, so now they're down to the point where they have to, you know, request DNA, and you can't even request DNA from this fool because he's in South Africa.
And this is why the dad was mad. This is why Steve said, "Come on, don't make me be the alpha."
So now is that the reason why he hired a private investigator to go to Africa or something?
How do we know he's in Africa? Who reported that he's in Africa?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I'm just repeating what you guys said. I don't know if he's in Africa.
I think the dad said that. Not his dad. Kaylee's dad said it.
Yeah, he's fucking pissed. He is mad as fuck because
I saw that interview.
Cleared him before he thinks that they cleared him and others before they needed, you know, before they should have.
I know, and to tell you the truth, I've been on my live streams. People give me a hard time sometimes because I am so hung up on the grub truck guy, and that's him. And it's like, just because they say they're cleared, that does not mean that they're completely done with them.
Yeah, clearing doesn't mean anything. For instance, like
it's words. It's words.
The Oakland County killer case, they cleared Gregory Green and Chris Bush with basically they basically like I say a bunch of kids earlier stalked kids in the same area that the murder kids disappeared, and also had guns and ropes and everything. And just because they passed the polygraph test, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're clear."
Yeah,
and that's the same. It's like, just because the cops clear you doesn't mean jack shit. To be honest with you.
Well, he's my guy. He's who I'm leaning towards.
Well, sometimes allegedly he did clearing just to get people to calm down.
Yeah,
that's honestly what I think they did.
But I mean, I'm not gonna say it is because I don't know. But it's very odd. I mean, for you to suddenly jump to like I'm tripping over my words. How do you know this? How do you know the Idaho 4? How like what's the grub hog guy? Can you tell me a little bit?
He is also the grub truck guy. Okay, so look, there's a bunch of Jacks and Jakes and all that. Okay, this guy, the food truck guy, is the same guy in this picture. He is also the same guy that lives next door. Okay. He is also the same guy that got kicked out of Ethan's fraternity for anger issues.
And this guy is cleared.
Supposedly, that's what they said. And he's the one that's now in South Africa.
So I'm not speculating this guy is not out. I'm just putting the facts together. He is a hunter. He has a knife collection. He knew the victims. He has anger issues that possibly got him kicked out. He knew the layout where the victims lived, and then immediately afterwards went to Africa afterwards.
Yes.
And he's cleared.
Yes.
That I mean, like, I'm just stating the facts that I'm hearing. I'm not speculating or anything. I'm just reiterating the facts. That's a little odd. I would probably look at this guy twice if I was a detective. I'd be like, "Oh, okay. So why were you kicked out? Why did you? Where were you?"
Yeah. And I think they might have just said he was cleared, but they were continuing to look into him. But okay, hear me out. It takes another turn, because the release they gave yesterday was that they were looking more in line with Ethan and Zaina and what happened between 9 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. that night. And that's when they were at the party.
Okay.
That could still have something to do with this guy if this guy was also showed up to that fraternity party.
Now, did he have like a solid alibi? Did the police say like, "Oh, he was with someone at the time" or something like that?
I don't know. They're not giving alibis out.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I mean,
well, no, something needs to be released in the lines of alibi, because like Kaylee's dad was saying, and I think a lot of what Kaylee's dad is, grief is grief. But I think he said that we need to know at least one alibi so that you can start narrowing people out. Because if nobody knows, hey, Jack said he was at this place, and somebody else might know, he wasn't there. So they're not getting that help from the community pertaining to the alibis, because they won't let anybody know what the alibis are.
I mean, the thing is, it might affect the investigation. I think that's probably the situation. They don't even tell the family, honestly, a lot of times, the information.
And I think they could be keeping it from the family so that they don't go and lose their shit. You just don't know. There's some stuff that needs to be kept quiet.
Yeah, someone says, couldn't they go to get DNA from the apartment? We leave DNA. No, I think it's probably like the issue is, number one, you can't just walk into someone's house and just start grabbing like their glasses and stuff like that. And I don't know how long the test that you would have to do for that. So I'm not DNA, but I'm just assuming that you can't go into someone's house. I think the only time they can actually do that is like, for instance, there was a case with that police officer woman that killed her ex-boyfriend's wife or something like that, or a fiance. And she killed him, and then like 20 years later, they opened up the cold case, and she's being interrogated. And then like they basically had her, they gave her like a cup of coffee, and she tossed it in the garbage, and they just grabbed a cup of coffee and did a DNA test of the murder. That's usually up. Like, you know, if you go outside a police station, you start throwing cups of coffee out, then they could probably grab it. But if it's like in your house, I don't think they can go into your house and start grabbing it, because that would be like, you know, I don't think that would be possible. But I mean, just that's what I think. But yeah. But if it's a very, like, did this kid have a criminal past? Because he said that the DNA was not in the system. So the only way it would be in the system is that he was arrested, if someone was arrested in the past. So that makes it means like possibly someone was not arrested, like that person doesn't have a criminal history where DNA would be taken.
Right, which would most likely be a younger person, right?
Yeah, someone clean cut, basically, and who has no criminal history.
Now the question is he in South Africa for vacation, for a visit, or is he like trying to stay there? Because I don't know if he has family here. If he doesn't have family here, then they can't even request familial DNA. And then you're not even guaranteed that that family member is going to want to do it. But there's no way to clear him without DNA.
Oh, also Sherry says, like Stephanie Lazarius, I think that was the case. I'm trying to remember what they can also confiscate trash once it leaves the property. Yeah, so basically they would have to wait for them to throw
public property.
But you know, that kind of defeats the purpose if you just ran to South Africa, which kind of is like, you know,
weird.
Yeah, a very weird location to run to avoid it. Like, was he close to these people, or he just knew them in the neighborhood?
I think he was a part of Ethan's fraternity, and that he didn't like. I don't know. I don't know if he hung out or not, but supposedly he hung out with one of the roommates. It's just we don't know for sure.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. It's like, it's kind of weird behavior. Like, you would think, like, you know, a friend of yours gets murdered, you would probably not want to run away to another country.
Right.
You know, like, if my neighbor was murdered, I'd probably be like, oh my God, what can I do to help? Or, you know, what's going on?
Yeah, no, he took off.
Yeah. So that's very unusual. And to drive 5 hours, yeah, that's very unusual. Did they ask for his phone records or anything like that? Or like,
I don't know. We don't know.
I mean, yeah. So that's who you think is a prime suspect in your mind, in your opinion.
In my mind, this is who I've been following from day one because of the way he acted at this food truck.
Yeah. I mean, with the facts you stated, it's pretty suspicious. I'm not going to just say like he's, you know, but it's pretty suspicious. I mean, definitely worth a look at if the cops probably looked at him. I don't think anyone should contact him on social media or anything. The problem is that he's in South Africa, and you're saying that there's no family. Where does his family reside? They reside in South Africa or something?
That's what Queen said just a second ago, I believe, is that they're located in South Africa. They're doctors in South Africa.
Oh, jeez. So
I'm telling y'all, man,
they do missionary work.
So if, like, you know, let's say they get the evidence, they can't basically get him. Can they get like extra, you know, like could they get an extradition in South Africa? Is there extradition in South Africa? I don't think so, but let me check. Also designated Ireland, Zimbabwe, and a session of the Council of Europe has designated Ireland. Does South Africa extradite? South Africa domestic law provides for extradition of persons accused of crimes which are punishable by serious sentence of imprisonment. Okay, so they do. So if they find evidence, but it's going to be a tough case if they don't have the evidence. Yeah.
Yeah, like it sucks that they run the DNA and it's not in the system. Okay, that's sucky. But at least they have some DNA to run or to match to other people.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Hey, Voices.
Hi, Voices.
I made it back.
Safe and sound.
So, do you think that this, if it was targeted, like they said in the beginning, and then they walked it back, and now they're saying it's targeted, it almost sounds targeted again. Do they like really not know, or are they just shooting fish in a barrel to cover
I
all
don't know.
bases?
And then it's so confusing because the dad said, you know, they didn't have to go upstairs. And that to me alludes to upstairs wasn't the targets, which means Maddie and Kaylee, that Ethan and them were the target. And then in the latest release from Moscow, they said that they didn't even mention Kaylee and Maddie. They said that they were interested in finding out, receiving videos or pictures and stuff within 9 to 1 a.m.
For the 5 hours of where Ethan and his girl and
so it seems like they're honing in on them a little more right now. So I don't know.
Have you ever thought of, with this, what if it were two people, same type of weapon, both right-handed, same style of shoes, and one was in each room? Have you guys ever thought of that?
Well, actually, yes. Yes, and I think it's possible.
I do too.
And not even necessarily the same, you know, I mean, one of them could have been left-handed, one could have been right-handed, because they said the
strokes would indicate different. It strokes, the way that cuts, it shows the dominant, whatever the dominant hand was, you can tell by the strokes.
Right, but the inconsistencies in the girls is what I'm talking about. Like Maddie and...
Has anybody actually confirmed that he actually is in Africa? Because I couldn't find it confirmed anywhere.
I couldn't. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's all coming from Kaylee's dad. This is supposedly the reason he's so upset.
Yeah, and it kind of line up.
Let me tell you, Africa is a planned trip because there's certain vaccines that are required to be able to do that kind of stuff, and it requires a passport.
How long are the vaccines good for? What, like he says, his parents does missionary work. Maybe he went there beforehand.
I think they're good for like 3 years.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe he went there in the last 3 years beforehand.
Well, I would say, is it too impossible to think that he did this knowing that he had this trip already planned, and he wasn't going to be in the country?
No,
I mean, I don't want to speculate. I really don't want to be in the speculation of him. Like, I'm really only comfortable
and that's it. I'm super uncomfortable talking about him as a. Like, I would rather wait until the police point somebody, because social media can be such an influencer with that shit.
I mean, all we know is basically the facts, like you pointed out, seems very worth a look at by the cops. And honestly, the truth of the matter is I think it's just one of those things with no one really. There's only circumstantial evidence and basically just suspicion. I mean, I think you have something there by your facts, because when you presented it to me, it looks very suspicious to me. But I mean, we still don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, and I don't want to say it's a planned event or something like that because of a trip or anything like that. Just
No, I was just, my point in saying that was because he wouldn't necessarily have to jet off out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a planned trip. So
yeah, planned trip, sure.
Right, not planned killing, planned trip.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure. I don't want to be get people,
No, I get it. See, I got a hard on for this dude, so
okay,
I gotta watch the way I say things.
Don't you think that if they knew that there was potentially a trip, they would have pulled a passport?
I would think so. That's what I'm saying. I don't know any of this.
I still can't, I heard this somewhere else last night, and somebody was talking about this was a rumor that was started in a Facebook group.
Oh.
And it's not actually factual. But again, I'm going to hold back on, that's what I had stumbled upon in my research.
Well, look at it this way. The dad could have seen that in the Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So it's not factual.
So it's not factual. I would strongly recommend being cautious with that one, only because we know how quickly people's
Yeah, no, this is allegedly, you guys. It is not factual. This is all based off of Kaylee's dad.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, but it's just you got to kind of double tell people that because you get some people that go really crazy. I mean, like the whole Kylie Rodney thing. Like we seen some people in Britain that was like, I've been up for 12 hours doing a research.
Yeah.
I haven't slept in 2 days. It's like, okay, come. Maybe you need a nap before you go on a live stream. And it's like honestly, what I would say is like it's good to look at the like facts of the case and have a form an opinion. The only problem is that when people start like calling up witnesses.
It's disgusting.
And calling and going on social media to these people. And that's where it gets really dangerous. Like if people just have opinions on cases, it's fine. You could suspect someone for being like having something to do with it. But it's just like the problem is you kind of like people when you kind of like a large streaming service, like when you have a lot of people, you got to be extra careful to be like, yo, this is just speculation. Do not contact. We don't know absolutely jack shit. We're working off of rumors.
Let's go with the whole, let's say he did. Do you think law enforcement is going to be so quick to forget him? Like what Pecan Pie is pointing out. Do you think that law enforcement will so quickly forget just because this kid left the country if he did?
No.
If he did. Like, I can't see anybody actually, like, if they knew that they had a passport, like, that's generally something, I don't know. Drove 5 hours away to his parents' cabin. Oh, I don't know.
I agree. Because, I don't
think that's good at all. I mean, you got to take the area into consideration. It might be 5 hours, but it's maybe only 30 miles because it's 10 miles of remote.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is that the reason why I'm kind of being cautious with this because the truth of the matter is I'm not trying to tell people you should think this way and just like think of like a blank. It's just that we're working off of rumors and a lot of rumors and also like the internet, which could be false. So we got to kind of be like we're working off of information that's not perfect. If we were cops and we got the information.
Well, and dangerous is making a random kid a suspect and ruining his life. I fully agree.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Like, I have my suspicions about this food truck guy, this Jack guy, but I also have my suspicions about what's going on with Zayna and Ethan now that the police are, you know what I'm saying? I'm honed in on this guy, but I'm keeping an open mind to the information that the police are releasing since they're not releasing much. And the fact that they said they wanted to know what them two were doing in between that time.
Yeah,
if anything occurred, if any kind of drama happened, that is very telling that they want to know that. So
yeah, I mean, it's when you explain that facts,
it could be anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you explain it, it's very suspicious to me. But I mean, like to me, I just don't. I mean, like I don't want to say.
Well, yeah, it can ruin his life.
Yeah,
but you have to take into consideration. I mean, there's a lot, that they're going through. The web sleuths are going through everything, and I feel like the cops have not been 100% honest or forthcoming. And I don't know if that's because they want to keep stuff under wraps or what. But there's a lot of stuff that's contradicting with them too, because they said the first statement I was just reading said the dog was in a room not with the suspects. Then it says the dog was in the room. Here, let me read it to you real quick.
I know what you're talking about. They contradicted themselves because Grace Hughes was going over it. And
yes, ma'am, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
there's a complete contradiction. That's what I said when I hopped up here. I'm like,
and then they say it was a targeted attack, and then they say no, it wasn't. Then they say yes, it was.
Now
you know what I'm saying? Like
someone else.
They're contradicting themselves a lot, so. Or the DA came out and said it was attack, or you know what I'm saying, or stalking, and you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. And then the dad comes out and says the means of death weren't the same. You know what I mean? Like Kaylee, his daughter was attacked more, or
right.
Her wounds were worse, And then in this screenshot though, look, at first and I'm glad they pointed it out, and I think it was Atlanta. She did a video. I didn't know it was hers, but I just found out it was her. Lana did a video on this, and she points out that I thought she was taking a selfie or a picture of her friend. She's actually taking a screenshot of what looks to be The guy in the hoodie. Lifting her phone up, taking a picture behind her.
Yes, ma'am. That truth and transparency, Lana. Yes, ma'am.
See, I don't know. I don't know if that's one thing I've been confused on. Because she could also be getting a higher point of access of Maddie. Yeah. Picking up the food.
Taking a picture of the food truck menu because the menu.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if she's because it looks like she could either be taking a picture, and I thought she was taking the picture of her friend at first, and I'm like, damn, she's holding that camera pretty damn high to be taking a picture of her friend. You know,
well, the big dude said that they had been like snatching people's foods out of the window, and that Maddie was just being really drunk. And so I thought that she was taking like a Snapchat of Maddie, because this is right when Maddie grabs some food and they start walking towards their Uber.
Right.
So that's just my thoughts, but it could be, I could see how it would be her taking a selfie, quote unquote, with him in the background. I don't know.
That doesn't look like a selfie to me. Because
to me, it looks like she's trying to get a good angle at Maddie.
Yeah, I mean, food. Yeah, like me, because that looks like she's aiming at something. Like if you're a selfie, you're kind of like
maybe she's getting a shot of what's going on in the kitchen of.
Yeah, that could be it. Or
live.
But that's not a selfie. I don't think that's a selfie.
B Tim, can you pull the video of the grub truck?
Do you have the link?
I'll go try to find it. I'm getting ready to be driving.
I'll go find it. I'll go find it and send it to him.
Yeah, I'll play it.
Thank you, love.
So I'll be quiet for a second. Oh, great!
I want to watch it. I want to watch it ourselves and see what you guys think. Like watching it with, you know what I mean? Watching it opposed to, because maybe we can watch her movements a little, watch how long she holds the phone there, or does she,
The reason I don't feel it's a selfie is because look at the shadow on her face. Yeah. That shadow would be in the photo. That's why I believe she's taking a pic. She's filming what's going on inside the truck, because they work in an assembly line on that grub truck.
But then, whoa, what was that?
That was a long vibration.
Yeah.
I agree, and I respect you for it, but honey, I really respect you for your ability to talk things out and the ideas you bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. Like the question I have is, if she's why would she want to take a picture inside a Grubhub? Like I can understand a menu, maybe if you want to, like, oh look, this food is great, look at this menu, but like, why would you take a picture inside a Grubhub of people making your food?
Well, if you look at how it works inside there, like they work in this assembly line fashion. It's kind of cool. I went back and double watched the inside versus the outside of it. There's two different angles.
Oh, okay. Someone says she's drunk because she's drunk. I don't know what her thing was, but I don't know. That's just seems odd behavior to have.
Well, maybe she's showing how their food is being made right there on the street in the middle of the night, at 1:40 a.m.
Could be.
This is what's going on in a food truck. I mean,
you're gonna make me sound like Zav girl. Yeah, it could be. I'm gonna be in the middle.
It's in the back, B10.
I'm gonna start sounding like Zav girl. I'm gonna get like.
Buddy, that wasn't my goal at all.
The link is in the back chat, and I just seen something. JLR is now in the attic of a house, so there's no telling what the fuck he's doing now.
I'm surprised he's not in the closet, but anyhow.
Well, he was squatted down, knocking on hardwood floors early this morning when I first woke up. Now he's in a fucking attic again. I can't.
Yeah, I got it played in the back. Queen.
JLR's in an attic. Dolly's in jail, out of jail. It's like the fucking hokey pokey around here.
Yeah, so Queen, I got it in the back, so just when you tell me, I can share it. I mean, it's already shared, but you can show it on screen.
I think she might have fallen off, B-Tim. I think there's just two up here.
She'll be back in a minute.
No problem.
Well, and Gray does make a great point. These are young kids. They film anything and everything.
Yes.
Have you ever tried to get a phone away from one that's about the age of 22 and under? You can't fucking get them off their phone.
Yeah, but I'm like looking at the video and it's nothing like eventful. I mean, like you probably get more entertainment watching a McDonald's person put together a
No,
sandwich.
but watch how he doesn't move. Okay, Maddie, the one in the black jacket, she's all over the place. She is, I think, in my opinion, intoxicated probably.
Oh yeah,
They
they
just
look
been
like
at a
they've been
bar, right? They're college kids. That's what they're
yeah.
supposed to do. So, but she moves all over the place in the video, and that hoodie guy does not move not one step until Kaylee does. Once Kaylee takes a step, he takes a step. I mean, he's right on top of them when she moves. And
Well,
that's what was alarming to me.
okay, but she also could be trying to get a picture of Hoodie Guy too. But I just see that like the angle looks like it's really wrong unless she continues to turn around because
Right.
the way that's showing, that would have missed him totally.
I think so
He's
too.
front of, look at how their feet are standing in the shadow. Like the shadows don't even come anywhere near. So farther she's farther to the left of Hoodie Guy.
Yes, imagine she is taking a selfie. What she's gonna catch in that selfie is the guy behind Footy Guy.
Right. She wouldn't catch Hoodie Guy. She would catch the guy behind him, and it looks like one more beside him. It looks like there might be 3 or 4 people right there up to that window where you can see the reflections in the light with the
I
lights
think they were just
next to the
from the
guy with.
video. It to me, it just seems like they were having fun. Her and Maddie, and they were being funny. And Joe, the big guy, said that they were, having
Right.
fun, and that's what I think it was. But there's no telling. I think Dad would have said if she had took a selfie of this dude.
Yeah.
He's been saying a lot, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's an attempted selfie. I mean, I don't know anyone that does a two-handed selfie looking like that.
No, I
What
think she's
about
trying to
the
get a good
whole
angle on Maddie.
does it now seem that did they say that at first they said she didn't have a stalker and now it's that she has 2 stalkers? Has that been verified?
Oh hell, I don't know. I haven't
Yeah, but
checked
you know
today.
what? I mean, like the thing is that you gotta like, who said that? Is my question. Was that like Reddit or is that an actual article that someone said that?
Well, and again, I have legit been working on deadline the last 2 days, yesterday to get the stuff out for Athena's service, and then today to get the stuff out for another order. So I haven't really dedicated my time following.
I think what was the question, BTM?
Well, was that information from
About the
Reddit or
stalkers.
yeah, was that from Reddit or an
1,
article?
possibly 2.
From what I don't know about 2, but I do know allegedly that the stalker came into the picture from her friends and people saying that she mentioned it just in passing to them.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I wanted to get some clarification on it because I knew that it might change. Sorry about the wind, you guys.
Welcome
No,
back.
you're good.
Well, welcome back, Queen. I have it in the back if you want to allow me to share it.
And I think somebody's in the back. Grain.
Someone's in the back. Oh no. Who's in the back?
Who's in the back?
The Grain?
And Queen,
oh,
I hope you're
shit.
feeling good.
Who do they got blocked out right here? Why do they got them blocked out?
What do you mean blocked out?
They got them blurred
Pixelated
out.
people now.
Ah, they pixelated them. Okay,
What
so
the hell?
you want to still play it even with the pixelated?
But look in the lower right corner, because that's the one where they work in the assembly line fashion. I think that's
yeah, and it looks kind of boring. I don't think like even if I was like completely drunk, would be like, oh, I want to film this assembly line.
No, I think she was taking a video, a Snapchat of Maddie stealing food.
Oh no.
Because Joe said the big guy.
That's a thought.
Yeah, the big guy said that that's what they had been doing, that Maddie was drunk and was like grabbing people's food. And finally, the grub truck guy was like, here, just take it. And let her have one. And then right after that, they took off. So I think it was just them clowning around and having fun. This video is not good with the blur.
Yeah.
Does it not have sound?
Oh, I can put sound.
Aware of that video and has it helped put together that timeline? We are aware of that video, and it has helped. It gives us a time and space where.
Dawn's mom. Oh wait. That's the second one. Awesome. Dawn's mom. Oh wait. Yeah, one more.
Maybe I didn't have a few.
It's right here. And then what was the Mac? Don't forget to remove the spoon.
Carbonara.
The carbonara Mac of the week.
Here, I'll grab it for you.
Excellent. And then click see rewards.
Enjoy.
And it looks like you do not quite have enough points yet.
Is the police department, are investigators aware of that?
I think that's the only part they actually play. The rest is just the police report and news media.
What the hell? I don't know. I can't find it with them not blurred out all of its news stations now.
Yeah, this is a lesson to you. You got to download it in your computer.
I'll do it when I get home. I think I have a copy of it, but I'll have to wait till I get back home.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on. I think.
I mean, that's what I did with the whole Alex Jones and Yee. I downloaded that on my computer just in case that disappears from the internet. So certain videos I do download just in case. So anyway, see, she's paying now. Okay, yeah, it's still on Twitch. Okay. I just avoid the sumo position. Yeah, that's the guy. He's like, one of them is taking orders. He's the one that's saying points, and then there's other people who are ordering, talking about Sam's mom or something like that. I don't know. Just random conversations. But yeah. But what do you think? Anything else you have about the Idaho Fort situation, Jones?
Hold on. I found it on my profile. It started at 5:30.
I had to jump up. I was listening. I was a couple of minutes behind, but I've been listening, and I heard B. Tim talking about how boring the food truck was, and he would just never want to see how they're making his food. And that's just too plain. But you just got done eating a plain ass bowl of white rice.
Yeah, but you don't see me taking an Instagram photo of my bowl of my boring white rice. I'm just.
You're not a drunk 21-year-old kid either, fool.
Yeah.
It's 5:20, not 5:30. B. Tim.
I'm more or less messing with you. I just thought it made me laugh. I was like, he's over here calling that boring, and he eats rice in a bowl.
Yeah. Let me see. So 5:20.
With nothing else.
I think B. Tim eats to nourish and not for pleasure.
Indeed,
exactly
yes.
what it does. Yeah.
So I have a question about DNA.
Okay.
Well, not really a question, but didn't Mac and Cheese guy say that hoodie guy borrowed Maddie his coat?
I think I don't remember. Is that what he said?
Okay. I only know the guy from the food truck. I don't know who else are you referring to? Please use the name.
Okay. Joe. Big guy Joe.
Who is it? The other guy?
It's JONESN, isn't it, Joe?
I think that's his name. The big guy in the video that is talking to the grub truck guy.
So both of the guys at the grub truck, is that who we're talking? Because I'm trying to keep it straight here. I'm having a hell of a time.
Yes, and then hoodie guy, which is JONESN, did you say his name is Jake?
Jack.
Okay, so I was gonna say we have 2 Jacks and 1 Jake, and then
and now a Joe.
And now a Joe.
Mac and cheese guy.
That's why he's mac and
cheese guy.
Mac and cheese guy is Joe, because they're all just J's, okay? So in my mind,
I'm like, I don't know anybody mac and cheese. Never heard that. Didn't see anybody eating mac and cheese. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, me and JONESN were cutting up. Were cutting up the other night watching that guy on his TikTok.
He made a TikTok video.
And it was the funniest thing.
Oh, okay.
He said he doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember anything after his food was delivered because he was just focused on his pasta, his mac and cheese. So we call them mac and cheese.
I got it in the back chat, Queen. The 5:20 mark. It's for like a JONESN video. It's at 5:20. JONESN told me to put it up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's okay. I had Murray just came up. She dropped some in the back chat too. There's 2 videos. Well, there should be at least 1 video. Well, yeah, Jones's. Yeah, play hers and that, and then if you can you play this other one? It's Lippy's video, but I know she won't care if we play it.
Okay,
I'm gonna put her, tag her stuff in the chat. You know what I mean? Drop her channel and stuff in the chat, and then I'll link it in the.
Yeah, sure. Just I have it back. I have it in the back room. The video.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you playing Jones's first, right?
Yes. I have it at 520, like she told me.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, it's not the whole video. It's just the truck part.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was down and out yesterday. I feel like I lost a whole week, but I am about to make us a little fucking diagram so we have it.
You took like one day off. You're like, I missed an entire. I
feel like that.
That one day is a week.
Day is a week in YouTube time, man.
Definitely, with all the different cases. Oof.
Yeah, but it's good to get like a day off, just to let
Yeah, it is. It is. And I used the rest. I did not feel good at all.
I'm glad it only took you a day to bounce back, Queen.
Oh yeah, I still don't feel 100%, but
Well, hey, at least
you're a lot better than I did. Shit, a lot better than I did.
I'll start playing it now.
You gave it to the police. You didn't like how they handled it.
I won't necessarily say that. I will say I think that they're probably processing a lot of information, and they, basically just said thank you. But I never really heard any follow up.
See how she takes her camera? Like I felt like she was doing it behind her right there.
Oh, you're right. Watch that.
Yeah.
I never really heard any.
Pay attention to how she does it because it's like behind her. She's like. It's almost like, the Delphi girls where they took a picture of that guy. They just felt it. And they just took a picture in that little video.
It's a good
spot almost like she took a picture of him from behind. Like, you know what I mean? Like she held her phone up. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it's possible.
Just said thank you.
It could be. But I also
of course it's possible.
I also see what JONESN's saying about the stealing people's food.
Yeah, he finally just gave her something. See, he gave it to her, and then she. They were just having fun.
And this other guy pointed to them.
Was they drunk? So what she did? That's not her food. They just grabbed somebody else's.
Well, they had been grabbing at people's food as it hit the window. That's what the big guy in the tan jacket was saying in his interview. His little, not interview, his selfie video. And he said finally the grub truck guy just gave Maddie some food, and that's when they took off.
That's funny.
And he said he even told the grub truck guy, like, that was nice, like, because he made it seem like they were annoying the grub truck guy, so he was just trying to get them to stop.
Bye, Seasons.
I think the next part is the actual video. Yeah, see.
I keep having to mute because Elton's being so damn lippy today.
Oh, let him be lippy.
Girl, it's all good till he goes in full bark mode, and then it's like, oh my god, it kills earbud users, dude. Because he's so small.
Did you see how he walked in with them, into the frame with them?
Yeah.
And then, he's standing back.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like not interacting with anyone, and he's not like buying food.
No, he's just sitting back watching, just chilling.
Yeah.
And you see Maddie's all over the place in the black jacket.
Chilling, creeping, whatever you want to say.
Her. That does look big for her.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I was going to say, is I thought that food truck guy, or someone said that guy borrowed her, Maddie, the jacket.
Okay,
and if that's the case.
Grain's saying that the tan big guy right here in the front on his video said that the hoodie guy in the back that's creeping loaned Maddie his jacket. and that's whose black jacket that is. And Grain
And I'm
saying
not
if that is the
100%.
truth, if that is a fact, they could get DNA from that jacket.
Yes, so if he's in Africa and that is his jacket, it doesn't matter. They can get the DNA from the jacket. If the jacket's no longer there, and
Unless
it
he
was
took it
he
back
who borrowed
later.
it, then
I don't
suspicious
know.
too,
I don't
right?
know. That's just speculation still.
Yes,
We're just
big time.
speculating.
But you're right, he doesn't move an inch when Maddie walks away.
Yeah, he only moves when Kaylee moves. I'm here in the background. I'm cooking, but I'm here.
I'm here. I just have dogs doing their 3:30 dance
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at, is with an unruly schnauzer, man. He's just being
Well, Elton Bart and all three of mine started off.
Sorry, I tried to get it muted
It's
quicker.
not your fault, honey. I can't help that your dog wants, like, your dog speaks my dog's languages.
I'm telling you, man, he's just been lippy all day today.
Oh, hell, I had a horse down in the pasture earlier. I got all dressed to go out there. Son of a bitch stood right up and walked right off.
He needed some attention.
No, I didn't even get close.
So weird watching videos like this where you know the people passed away shortly thereafter.
Well, think
Not
about
only that, in a brutal way, you know.
Exactly, yes, exactly.
That may be what makes me think that this hoodie guy's more creepy too, just watching the whole last few hours.
Yeah, he's
you know?
following her. He's definitely. I mean, like it looks. He's following her.
He came with them too. If you see, like at the
Yeah.
beginning, he walks in with them.
See, and
he
they
was
said that he's in, you know, like was found in the doorway where he had succumbed to his injuries. I guess right in the doorway.
Yeah. He lives right across the street from them. I just don't know how they could clear him if without DNA, you know, like what kind of, unless he had like an alibi.
What if he's seen on Ring camera?
Yeah. Well, that they
Yeah,
might
but he
have that
walks-
information. Yeah.
Yeah, but he walks the other way from the girl, so that's interesting.
But
He
that's
doesn't
where
follow
his car is, and they got into a car, and I think he went
Okay.
off to his. He starts like walking towards him and then walks.
But
And you
even
see, like,
walking the
Maddie
opposite
says-
direction, he only lived like half a block away from him.
A mile.
So he would have known
Yeah.
where they were going because they lived next door to him, you know. So even if he went to a different car, they're still going to end up at the same apartment complex, which I believe is right here, right?
Yes, and
Is
they
this
said
the one where it's at? Yeah.
he got
So they
around by
stop right-
bike.
Yeah, it's like right across the street. So it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? So even if he left in that car or left at a different time, they're still going to the same, pretty much the same place.
Right, the same end destination.
Did you say he got around by bike?
I don't know.
No, not that I'm aware. I didn't say that.
Supposedly, that's one of the things out there that he
rumor?
travels by bike.
Oh.
Okay, and the other guy in the incident was on a bike.
And maybe he was gonna like walk with them home then. I mean, because he was like the whole story about Hoodie Guy is that he was like there to get them home safe, and he was like friendly with somebody, one of like their boyfriends or something at the beginning. That's
Wasn't
what they
that
said
part
about
of the fraternity thing?
that. Their ride share is a sorority ride share, like a sorority Uber.
Yeah, so we're done with.
clarification.
Are we done with that? You want me to play the Lippy one next, Queen?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she does a video about the about JLR and him blaming Candace, trying to bring her back, just trying to put her name back out there, and
Okay, I'll put that on right now.
Man, they have pimped the hell. These tragedy pimps have sucked the Summer Wells case dry. They have milked the hell out of it and sucked it dry. It's terrible.
Oh, okay, I got it shared in the back. Just
and now they're making shit up to fucking keep it going. Like, are you fucking kidding me, JLR? Cut your shit.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
All right, I got in the back, Queen. The next one, the Lippy video. Okay, good. You got it. Good. I'll play it now.
Yeah, it should be up. All right, it should be okay. You got it?
Yep,
got it. Okay, should be all right.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. I told you about this fucking thing. Breaking news. Fuck it. I'm gonna fuck right through it. Breaking news. JLR. That is not Candace Wells.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Where's Summer Wells? Summer Wells is still missing. Summer Wells has been missing since June 15, 2021. No arrest made in that case. Possible Candace Wells sighting. Hamlin County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee put this Facebook post out a few hours ago. The following are stills from the video posted of the Corbin Drive porch pirate. I don't know. Kind of looks like Candace Wells to me.
Good God almighty. That is clearly the mouth of a woman that has teeth. Man, dude.
Man may be in big trouble for tampering with mail belonging to James Holmes. We found him bragging about it online, and we asked the feds about it. They suspect fraud and confirmed they're investigating where the suspect's mail may be going now. Reported James Holmes had ammunition and tactical gear sent to his apartment in Aurora, but now someone else hundreds of miles away may be getting his mail.
Man, dude, you keep on doing this stuff, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us? I mean, y'all.
Miles away may be getting his mail. That's this man who was just released from federal prison in April after serving 10 years for wire fraud. His name is Jonathan Lee Riches. He's notorious for filing thousands of bogus lawsuits against celebrities, and he may have filed bogus motions in the Holmes case too. This week, we noticed Riches posted this Facebook photo of a magazine addressed to Holmes. The yellow mail forwarding sticker shows an address in Pennsylvania where Riches lives. We contacted postal inspectors about it. They checked it out and told 9 Wants to Know they think the stickers are real. There is now a criminal investigation. Denver-based postal inspector Pamela Durkee said in a statement, a change of address for Holmes had been filed that may be fraudulent. Upon hearing this, we immediately notified the Postal Service and the forwarding order was canceled. In the meantime, Riches has been posting some very odd YouTube videos about James Holmes and appears to be quite obsessed with the suspect.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with us? I mean, y'all, because it's more than one of you clearly operating the Starship Riches, bro, you're hitting like 1 for 18,000. Should just stop a long time ago while you were ahead. Seeing this very indicative behavior of what looks like the same kind of shit you probably exhibited when you took $1.4 million off the line and spent 10 years in a federal hospital. Bro, you come straight out of the fucking puzzle factory to the fucking internet. We supposed to take you seriously? Man, fuck no.
He said puzzle factory. Ooh. Slow down, son. Yeah, Lippy did a good job on that. She did a good job with that. Shit, Savage Live just put a video out. She just dropped one. She said, this is how you do. This is what a tragedy pimp is, where you hashtag the kids' names like mine is. We hashtag them. We talk about them. We talk about every single case that I've hashtagged, each one. Now look, you go to Dolly's, he hashtags all of them and just runs her and BK into the fucking ground. Don't say a word about any of the kids that anybody he's tagged, nothing.
Well, he spends more time talking about his fucking
tags them and then goes the fuck off. You know what I mean?
He's like,
you guys, can you drop Lippy's channel in here so people can go subscribe to her? I think I'm pretty sure she does clip channels, or she's a clip channel too. I think she does a lot of clips too. Thank you, Grandma Sherry.
Yeah, I mean, like I talked
like Hash Brown. That was the problem with Hash Brown. She tagged Michael Vaughn's name, but then talked about male genitals for 45 fucking minutes.
What sparked that weird conversation? Like that just doesn't make
she's not there for the kids, the justice, the awareness. She's there for the numbers.
I mean, geez Louise, lady, just move on to something else. Like, you're supposed to be someone else.
If you're gonna do that, why not? Okay, if the live takes a turn, why not just change the damn tag and do what Brandy asked? You know what I mean?
No doubt. So simple. You can do it from your phone even.
Yeah, I've done my like Tony done that. Like, we're in the middle. We just changed in the middle of the live stream. It's not really that hard. Yeah. It's just I think it's just ego, and basically, like, I think she didn't want to do anything for Brandy because, obviously she doesn't like them, so she's not going to be like she's like, oh well, if she doesn't like us, then I'm just not going to do them any favors. That's I think what Hash Brown was thinking. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the problem.
Yeah,
Brandy has victims' rights. And if Brandy, as the mother of the missing child, if Brandy asks you to stop, you have to respect Brandy's wishes and stop.
I didn't know Georgia was that desperate. Creative Witch. They must be very desperate in Georgia.
These people have no moral compass, and that's a moral code they need to follow. So it's not going to happen. They're not going to listen to her, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not in them to like do something. It's like the more you say something, the more she can do the opposite.
Well, she wants to be a shock jock. She wants to be a shock jock. But then the problem is that you're covering missing person cases, and that's not the time nor the place to do it. If you want to be a shock jock where you just talk about like things that shock people and do like shocking comedy and just do like that, that's fine. But don't include missing kids.
Yeah, it doesn't mix good together.
You also can't be a shock jock and then accuse everyone who, says something back to you, considering you're a shock jock, a bigot. You just can't do that. It's contradicting.
I mean, that's exactly. I mean, didn't you hear about Howard Stern? How he used to be angry at people because he was Jewish?
Yeah.
And that, not joking. That was a joke. Howard Stern never did that, but that was an example. Like Howard Stern, if you're gonna dish it out, you got to take it. It's as simple as that. If people are gonna make fun of you,
Google is watching. Said Brandy. Brandy was in General Awareness's chat a few days ago, getting angry at Betty. I bet Betty was standing outside of the Wandras and the other people that they were gonna start digging their yard up, the RSOs next door.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, so she left in, the house, the empty house that they were standing outside after she spit on that citizen, whoever he was, that come around. She spit on him or spit towards his car or whatever the hell it was. So she left there and then went straight to Stacy and Sarah Wanders and sat there in front of their empty house. And then next door where they're supposed to start excavating the backyard and stuff.
And she did that out of spite because before she couldn't go there because the police were blocking it out, but she ran there out of spite to be like, fuck you guys. And that's the problem with her. She doesn't think about cases. This is Betty. She doesn't think about cases where it's like, I'm helping to give information or awareness. Everything has to be about spite with that woman. She has to fucking like, oh, well, they told me I can't be here. So I'm just going to pay like couple of $100 for a ticket to go somewhere just so I can take a picture in front of the house saying that you can't stop me from being here. And it's like, that's fucked up. It's just, you're being spiteful. You could have helped her months ago. You didn't. And then now that the gravy train, as you guys put it, has come in, now you want that second serving of fucking gravy, just like right after Thanksgiving. People are full of shit. And it's not even like, it's not even a lot of money. You're literally fucking doing this to a woman whose kid died for like what, a few $100? Like, really? Fuck me, man. That's like, you people have like, your price for your souls are fucking nothing. Like, a few $100. Jeez Louise.
That's right, Laura Lee. She said, call her out. She's not a true crime. If Marissa and Justin don't kick her to the curb ASAP, I'm protesting.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. You can't have it both ways. Or like Betty, you can't have it 4 ways where you're like, I'm a member of the press. I'm a protester. I'm a YouTuber.
He said, I left Betty, hold on, I left BHB a nasty message after seeing her at the Wanderer's house. Yeah, and then you know what's really fucked up is JLR called and did an interview with one of the main suspects.
Yeah, the guy who's sleeping on the couch.
The guy who was in a hot tub drinking a beer, not a care in the fucking world. That made me so sick to my stomach. I can't even imagine being Brandy watching this fucking sick fuck who possibly did something to my child.
You forgot the important part that he was shirtless as well.
On a video in a hot tub, yes, drinking a beer. Like, there's not a care in the world.
Like, holy shit. And he's talking about the possibility of a child being murdered and the people that he hung out with in a fucking, where he was in a house full of murderers. It's like, what the hell is wrong with this person's mind? You know what I mean? Like, you would think that you'd be solemn and you would be like, yeah, I was in the house. I didn't know nothing about it. I talked to the cops, you know, and you put on a shirt and pants. But apparently that's too much.
Blowhole was complaining about people saying they were driving by her house and taking photos of her inside.
Oh, well, you know.
How's it feel?
Well, that's the door she opened. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't condone like people coming to people's houses, but I don't condone that. Like, you know, you shouldn't go to someone's houses, but you opened the door, you know, and you made it the situation like that. And now people are gonna, you know, come out just like when you dox people and then you get mad at being doxed. Well, you open the door. There's a reason why people don't do bad things like that.
That's if it's even happening.
Yeah.
Because she likes to play games. But if they are, maybe they should get some spotlight.
Oh, yeah. Google is watching. The reason why Benny was in the bushes is because he was making fun of JLR, who's always in the bushes at the beginning of his videos. So the problem is we think these people have some sense of humanity and morality. They don't. It's about money for them. They sold their souls. Yeah, they sold their souls for a Happy Meal, just like Kanye West, you know.
Oh my God, look, I thought, listen, you guys, I was, when I seen that picture of Dolly, I thought it was fucking fake because of the little fucking patch of shit on his head. And I'm like, oh my God, they fucking drew.
I did too.
What is it? What is it? Is it hair? What is it?
Yes, it's hair. That's his hair.
It's an old photo, new charges.
I can't with that picture.
If you look at his newest mugshot, that shit's kind of like combed down and plastered.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Even look, I was like, this has got to be fake because he's got a big old fucking puff ass.
Girl,
on one side.
So too.
On one side. It's weird.
I think
it's like a puffball, but on one side. And I was like, oh my God. It just reminded me.
He used to have really, really long hair.
It reminded me of Mike, you know, rapper Mike with his in the green.
Oh my God. You know what it reminded me of? Steel wool after it's been used and it's like all
like, crazy wiry and shit. Yes.
Or like a chia pet. That's what when they like grow like in patches.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what that shit looks like.
Just why?
Me and her both were like, what is that?
Hey, and think at some point in time back in the 90s or in the early 2000s, he thought he looked good.
Is that the Dolly version of the man bun? What is that?
It's like a Dolly oi. Y'all remember the oi or the Caesar cut where you'd cut everything off with the poof in the front? It's what he just got it wrong. It's from the 90s.
Maybe he had that, and that's the result of 6 months of growth.
It's like the Dolly Oi.
Dolly Ollie Oi.
God. Something wrong with him, yo. Something wrong with him.
Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with that guy. That guy's a real piece of shit.
I have to agree, you know.
Don't you just want to grab that puff and rip it right out?
Well,
no, I don't want to touch anything on him ever.
I guess you're right.
Well, God's doing that for us. He's making him bald. So
No,
you don't
thank
need
you. I will pass. Hard pass.
You know, God's making him bald. So yeah, God's doing it for us. So
yeah.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. You guys have a good one.
Skedaddle.
We'll scoop to the doo-doo. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, I'll scoop to the doo-doo. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later, B. Tim. He always skedaddles.
I know. I still can't get over that he was eating some just plain white ass rice in a bowl. That's just killing my southern brain. I get it. No gravy, no salt, no nothing. Like, what are you doing?
Like a New York thing, I think. I don't know. I'm from New York. I could do that too for some
Must
reason.
be.
I have like cinnamon and sugar or something on there. I don't know.
A little bit of milk.
Right.
You know,
Yuck.
Something. Chicken, vegetables, cheese. I don't know. Something.
Teriyaki sauce.
Oh, wait. He's not going to do chicken because he's vegan. But you know what I mean. Like vegetables. Shit. Throw you some carrots or something in there. Speaking of, I'm about to go cook dinner.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Is I think it's time. 2 days of back-to-back deadlines. All right. So anybody else? Next round of shipping goes next Monday. So.
Right.
I'm not rushing anything else out, so it may or may not arrive by Christmas.
I'm super glad that. Right. I'm just super glad that all that's over with. I don't think I've ever made a painting that fast in my life.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is.
Please.
I think you did a really good job on that.
Thank you. I was worried, you know.
No,
but
you did it fast, but you did it really, really good.
I spent a lot of time in that last 24 hours. But you know, I still it was pretty quick.
I think it's going to be wonderful. I think it'll be 2 of many very wonderful kind gestures.
Oh, girl, yes. That everybody in the world over here is like, let me throw some money at this. Like, nobody knows what to do, you know? So I'm very glad. I'm hoping that they're going to be able to take off work for a while. Nobody should have to just pretend something like this didn't happen and go back to work.
I agree. Well, Lorelai, it's not that far to the post office. It's more about I'm in a different town and I don't know that town other than the main streets. And so it took me a hot second to find the post office. A little bit of Googling and some colorful language till I figured out I was looking.
That's funny. That's funny.
I am going to play this Pokemon because when you guys were talking about that Pokemon stuff, I was so lost. I'm like, I have no idea. Forever Trolling sent me that thing, girl. I laughed so stinking hard. I need everybody. I got to have everybody hear it before we get off here.
You're such a nerd. It is funny.
But it is hilarious. I was like, oh my God. Here, I'm going to play it for you guys before we get off here, okay?
Do it, girl.
I was cracking up. I'm like, where in the hell did he find this? It was so stinking funny. Should I leave the cover up or should I just drop it and play it or what?
I don't think it'll matter because there's not any like music or anything.
Okay, let's see here.
I don't know though. Maybe with what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's anything really that you see, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
No, it's just him talking smack.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I don't
just
think
him.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be okay playing it. I mean,
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And it's from Instagram, so it's not like it's, you know. Okay, I'm gonna mute and drop this so we can play it. Get ready for the funniest shit ever, you guys. Here.
Absolutely fucking spectacular. Yo, look at this. The Charizard belt? Got that at a fucking gas station next to the flea market. Comes with Jose Cuervo and a fucking whole 24-ounce horchata. My God, dude. Fucking rare candy Pokemon. Pecker Bones looks just good. Pokes up a little farther than that because I'm just an average white male. Not gonna hurt a soul, but God damn, dude. It's impeccable. And hide your fucking mom, dude. I mean, don't let me have 17 tequilas and she texts me the next day because I got them hangover hornies and I will blow that fucking back to smithereens. IKEA furniture, that entertainment center in shambles. Her lady regions in shambles. Her credit score and everything else. I'll pick it back up and drop it and put it in shambles. Better be insured to ride this ride, darling, because I'm blowing out backs at an unprecedented rate. My fucking word. We out here. Gonna go see a man about a horse. I'm the whole absolutely fucking
Jesus Christ. It's like the dude from Eastbound and Down, man. I can't.
Oh, look, I seen that and I was like, a Charizard belt. What the hell is a Charizard? It's got to be some type of Pokemon.
Charizard. Yep, it's totally a Pokemon. Yes.
I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, okay.
In shambles.
It's the little dragon that's on his belt is the Charizard.
Yeah, he's got a little Pokemon on his belt. That's what he's talking about.
It's his belt buckle.
I couldn't figure out what the fuck he was saying. I'm like, a what?
It's a Charizard.
No. He was fucking hilarious. So these guys the other night, they were talking about Pokemon, right? I'm like completely lost. I have no fucking idea about Pokemon. I can't tell you the first fucking thing about them. So I was like,
I'm lost with you.
Yeah. So they're like chatting about it and stuff. And you know what I mean? Anybody talks about whatever, so I'm just off in my own little world. Forever Trolling sends that and he's like, hey, this is for that girl. And I fucking flipped it on and I laughed so fucking hard. Like I needed that laugh. That shit was hilarious to me because I'm like, what the hell? He's like, the guy starts cracking up. He's like, abso-fucking-lutely. Look, you look at his belt and it's a Charizard Pokemon on there.
I love that.
I was like, oh my God. So I said it over
credit score is going to be in shambles.
Right. He's like, I'm going to pick it up and drop it in and put it in shambles. Your mom, hide your grandma's. Pokemon guys out.
He's wild. When you going to go live on Queenpin again?
Yeah, I don't know. What?
Just to do it, not for any like specific reason.
Oh, you know what? I don't know. What do you guys? Maybe later, tomorrow night, something.
Yeah, just next time you want to have some fun and not talk about all these cases.
Yeah.
Which always ends up happening to some degree.
I mean, we went over all of them. We just updated on all of them. We just, you know what I mean? Unless there's something else I'm missing. Oh, I am missing something.
Aspen Jeter had an update, Burden. I saw from Burden of Proof.
Okay, well, I was gonna say I kind of read about like Aspen, but I didn't really know. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really sure where to like jump in on that. So
Burden's been kind of covering it. I just have been sitting back and observing and sharing out community posts.
Okay, cool. I'll go Burden of Proof.
Yep, Burden of Proof has been covering it, and I saw that she had an update. I trust Burden with her coverage of it.
Yeah, she does great.
Yep. I don't care about what the chat says. I just like to listen to the presentation that Burden brings. A lot of times I don't even open the chat.
Yeah, she does a really good job, and she is very, very smart. She gathers the facts and stuff that she needs to get together. You know what I mean? And she tries to, for the most part, she tries to do the best she can with what she has to work with. And I think she does considering she does a really good job. But what I did miss real fast was, okay, you already talked about Athena's, it's changed from Thursday to today, right? You already talked about. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, we can go over the grifters wish list on Queen Pin OG. Thumb Thug said. Yeah, that would be, you know what? That'd be
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's definitely appropriate.
That would be fun to go over that over there.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do, y'all.
Do I need to tell on myself now that I do have a wish list, but it's with my craft supplies and stuff?
Oh yeah, you have to say you better up it now because we're gonna find out. Because
I know, and that's what I was just gonna let you know is that I've always had a wish list.
It's a wish list. Having a wish list is not a bad thing, though. That's the thing.
Right.
Having a wish list is not a bad thing. Making money on here is not a bad thing. It's the way people do it. You know what I mean? When you're hurting families, spreading lies, spreading rumors, fucking, hurting people and doing devastating shit that can last a lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure because I'm going to tell myself, like,
nobody gives a shit about your cricket paper.
Yeah,
and your blue Dobbs. It's not the same. It's not the same as a $2,000.
No, when you're asking for fucking $3,000 cameras and campers and
this girl got glue dots and paper on her shit.
You know what I'm saying? A commando center and
I needed to be fair and disclose it if you're going to address.
And
I mean, no, you're right. It's full disclosure, but we're not talking about glue dots and cricket paper here.
Yeah,
man.
no, we're talking about fucking cameras, commando centers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we're talking about grifters.
Yeah.
Not just
you
grifters.
Off there, you get something.
Like motherfuckers that got bed frames, beds, dressers, cars.
Bed frames?
What? Bitch, yes. Just fucking wait till you see all these.
Oh, I haven't seen the bed frames.
Okay, if you guys know anybody that's got a wish list that you want us to go over, make sure you email it to me. We're gonna go over Betty's for sure.
Did you find hers? I couldn't find hers.
Betty's?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's out unless she took it down for now. I mean, she had boots. Last time she had all kinds of shit on hers. She's already had hers filled probably like 500 times. Shit, she's had her wish list filled over like 3-4 times over again.
But what about MGL? I think she has stuff on there for Christmas for her entire family and extended family.
She does.
Roller skates, yo. Can you imagine that one roller skating?
Oh, I would love to see it.
I would. I'm willing to pay money. I want to
I
see
doubt it for her, dude. I doubt it.
No, she was asking for them.
Oh, yeah, but I doubt they're for her use, is what I'm saying.
With a skating rink full of marbles.
That would be funny.
Wait a fucking minute. Why would she hold on? Why Laura has a bed for her mom? Why? Why the hell would she have a bed for her mother?
Yo, you need to check that community post out. It explains her oh yeah, go.
What do you mean? Wait.
No, it doesn't explain the bed for her mom, but you ought to read her community post.
Oh, okay. Well, I must have missed it then. I don't know. The skates were indeed for Marissa. She's too high. Shit, she could be able to fucking skate.
Could you imagine him? Well,
can't even walk straight. Message me as
she can't even sit up straight to piss. She had to lay on the counter to pee. How is she gonna skate?
Dude, that's why I'm saying I would pay $50 to watch her put them on, put pigtails on, put some bubble gum in, and go down the driveway. I'd pay $50 to see that shit.
Stop.
While eating tacos.
Good
But she's
Lord.
always
Look,
eating.
I used to think she was funny as fuck. I used to laugh
That's
like
it.
Dolly too. I used to laugh hard as hell when they've changed. They're not.
Dude, I'm sad.
Yeah,
Molly
man.
got me through a really dark time in my life.
Yeah, like they got with Betty and shit. They done changed for the worst.
Well, maybe her compass titties will break her fall.
This dog is literally arguing with me. I was like, that's it. You're going to get it. And I got my little paint spray bottle and shook it at him, and he started growling at me. It's like a little dollar. It's a Dollar Tree like paint spritzer, you know, to keep my palette wet. And I shook it at him, and he.
That girl, my little schnauzer, nothing works for her. You can yell at her, you can swat her little, nothing works for her. But if you make the sound of a bee, bzz, she straightens right up.
Okay, I
The
doubt that'll
weirdest
work.
thing.
He's barking right now. Let's try. He looked at me like, what the hell was that?
Did he stop what he was doing though?
Can you hear him barking? Get in this house and quit acting stupid. He turned around and looked at me and cocked his head like, what the hell was that?
Uh-huh.
That was funny.
She does not like it. And the word settle.
Everybody's going to be like, who's the weird lady that keeps buzzing at her dog on the panel?
Yeah.
You need to calm on down. Just stop it. These dogs are so mouthy.
I got tired one day of yelling, like my voice was hurt when she was like puppy and training and outside and
Yes.
not listening. And then one day I was like trying to get attention. You clap, you snap, you everything. Nothing. And I just went, zzz, and I had her full attention. I was like, what?
That's funny. You are being so rude today. Come, oh my God. I'm done.
You got a buzz.
I know, right?
I love Elton.
I do too, but he's such a little shit. Go get in bed and think about your actions, sir.
Oh my goodness.
When you
I
were
always-
just disciplining him the other day and you said Elton John, I was like, what?
And he knows too. He'll put his head down. He'll put his head down because he knows if I say both his names, he's in trouble.
Mine's named Maybelline. We usually just say Mabel. But when she's in trouble, it's Maybelline. And that doesn't work unless you add the bzz. She keeps looking at me. I shouldn't be doing that. But
Yeah, that's mean. She probably thinks so. She's like, what? I didn't do nothing.
She just laying there.
This bitch
Yeah,
keeps
he's such a
buzzing me and
shit.
I ain't done nothing.
Okay, the 4-poster bed has been removed.
Because it was purchased or just removed?
They don't know. Someone bought it or she removed it.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I guess ask for what you ask for. I don't know.
She's always been upfront about her grift, and I mean, that's the only reason I don't go after her.
Yeah, I don't go after anybody because that requires me watching them.
Oh.
And I'm just not that dedicated. Just not.
I'm right there with you.
I just, nope.
But if somebody wanted to buy me the $1,000 ice cube maker, I wouldn't like turn it down.
$1,000 ice cube maker? What the fuck you making ice for? Like the fuck stadium?
No, it makes a perfectly round ball and it's a press. And, it's just one of those, TikTok made me buy it type things, for those fools that have disposable income. We'll totally do a live about it.
Stop it now. You're being so rude today. You're not going to get your bob later if you don't quit. Stop that.
Rude.
God.
So I wanted to update you guys too before we get off here. So Billy Joe, Quentin, she wanted to do something good for Quentin, like in Quentin's name, and so something that was good attached to his name.
Yeah.
So people were like, "Oh my God, Billy's got toys getting dropped at her house. Why? There's all that bullshit." So this is why. This is what she was doing. And I think great. I think she did a good job. You know what I mean? A lot of people donated. They donated toys, you know, to kids who were not gonna have a Christmas otherwise.
Oh, neat. So did they all go to the Tots, or where is that tree at?
Yeah, matter of fact, well, I think that tree's at her house that she donated. Here, this is where she donated all this. This is all this.
Oh, wow.
And all that.
Wow.
So
Aww.
this is
Merry
what she was
Christmas
doing,
in
collecting
heaven,
toys.
baby
She donated
Quentin.
all that in Quentin's name.
Oh, that's so precious.
Quentin will be.
And I heard it was Ronald McDonald's house.
Yeah, Quentin will be gifting all the, you know, kids that wouldn't have otherwise had Christmas or a very good Christmas this year. So she wanted to do something that was,
yeah,
you know, good in his name. And I think that's really special. I think that's really cute. And
it is very special. I hope that helped her baby missing heart. You know, she misses her babies. So I hope that
hell yeah.
helped.
There's also a coordinated event going on in Fruitland, Idaho, being headed up by Lauren at Hidden True Crime Live. There's a group that they're doing the same thing for the financially needy families in Fruitland as well.
I love stuff like that. I love stuff like that when people try to take a tragedy and make the best of it. And
yeah, she does. That's a lot. A lot of people.
That is.
Well, you know what I mean? I'm like, there's more pictures. I just couldn't put them all up. I know Cher put some up as well. She has some on her community tab as well.
I'm so proud of her for doing that because I know how the public has been treating her. So to invite the public in to help her do something had to take some balls, you know. So I'm really proud of her for doing that.
Yes, I am too. And you know, I mean, you know, of course, not to talk, but it is what it is. And
yeah,
it's his beautiful face.
And it allows people to honor Quentin too. You know, it's really cool.
And what do we say about those that are talking, Queen? We let them talk. It doesn't matter to us, right?
I think it's great that she did that. That was really, really nice of her.
I do too. And I think that Quentin would have loved that if, you know,
yes, look at all those toys. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a lot. So I thought that was pretty neat. You know, gotta respect that. So I wanted to make sure I, you know, let everybody, you know, updated. I wasn't sure if you guys had seen it. I know some people don't really watch Cher, and I knew that she had posted that community tab, and Billy had sent me these as well. So I was like, let me go ahead and do a update. I was sick yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to say much, but
yeah, and you've been updating all the cases right now, so it's appropriate.
Yeah, I was just trying to get a rundown on all of them, that anything that we've missed, or, you know.
And that's actually good news for a change, I think.
Yeah, so we can end it on a good note.
Well, I appreciate it because I had been keeping my nose to the grindstone and really not doing anything. Like, I had to avoid it completely. So I appreciated today's catch up. Thank you. Yeah. And I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm going to probably, you know, lay down for a little while when we get off here.
Good. You need more rest.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm tired. This 3 hours, I'm tired now.
All right. Well, I will talk to you soon, love. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I hope you guys all have a good evening. And JONESN, are you going to be putting videos out?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I'm cooking.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I'm going to
okay.
be putting some out.
No, yeah, you're okay. I was going to say, I just wanted people to be able to watch, you know, and or, you know, be looking for them if you're going to put them out.
Yes, ma'am. I'll put them out tonight.
And so that way y'all can see, you know, if y'all want to set your notifications, JONESN will be putting out a couple of videos. So
I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you ladies have a good night. I will talk to you later. Bye. Follow the grain.
Bye. Thank you, ladies, both for being you.
Bye, love.
Now I appreciate you here. And I was gonna say, and I hope everybody in the chat has a good night. And thank you for hanging out with me, JONESN. Bye, guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you guys later tonight or tomorrow. we might go on Queen Pin later if I'm feeling better. If not, we'll just, link up tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that's right. Savage Live Media is also doing a Tot toy drive, a Tot Toys for Tots, I think. I think it's called Toys for Tots, but it's she's also doing a toy drive, and I will get the address. It's on her community tab. I know she's got a post up of where you can send them. There's a PO box, but I'll go get that, and I'll actually share it on my community tab as well, so that anybody that wants to send Toys for Tots, you guys can send them to that address, and Savage will make sure they get there. So just wanted to put that out there as well for the holiday season. And you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you later.
I've been on my own for 3 weeks now. I've been drinking every single bottle, Jim Beam down. You say I'm crazy, but I think you're just mad. You say I'm wild, what's so bad about that? Baby, we were good, like white wine going down. But only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. I walk a straight line, but it only brings me down. There's love in that bottle that I'm drinking down, drowning a heartache since you walked out. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Even the preacher, he says he can't help me. I've been singing praise the Lord, hallelujah, but it don't set me free. You say I'm crazy, but I think you're just mad. You say I'm wild, but what's so bad about that? I've been seeing old lovers, but they can't keep the memories out. Oh, only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Oh, I walk a straight line, but it only brings me down. There's love in that bottle that I'm drinking down, drowning a heartache since you walked out. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now.